Okay, there's my recording going. Welcome back, everybody, to session 1 of Fallen. We're going to get right into this. So, starting off where the last video kind of ended with the winter scene, we're going to kind of skip past parts of that and just kind of theater of the mind pass through it. So, we're going to say that you guys went ahead and you guys did actually, after being Vengeward, all that's still valid. You guys went off, you attacked the bandit camp. And during it, Vengeward was killed during the assault. After basically he threw himself to go kill his mark, and he seemed actually very okay with it and died of his wounds. But he basically went after his mark Khan. These kind of cannibalistic lancers that you guys attacked there were just missing bodily extremities all over the place. And as you killed them, some of them would be muttering some kind of reference to the Lady of Blood. And none of you know what that means. And the bandit camp was almost completely devoid of food except for some rations. And aside from the bodies of travelers that it looked like they had been killing and kidnapping. So unless anybody here wanted to eat the dead bodies.
Not for you?
Well, anyways.
Not this time. Not this time.
Just wanted to give you the option.
So
Thank you.
You guys
turned over a new leaf.
If you want.
Well, anyways, so you guys went ahead. This season kind of begins with your guys' how you guys dealt with the winter. So after assisting Vengeward with his task, which led to his own death, I'm going to say you guys hunkered down as you guys actually experienced one of the worst winters in recorded history in Reddland. And so to leave your guys' small little cave that you guys had around that bandit camp would have most certainly been death. Unable to move as venturing through the never-ending blizzard would be certain death. The party spent the winter doing what? So, what do you guys want to say you have been doing? You guys have nothing but spare time on your hand, and this is kind of the part where I ask, "Hey, you guys get 3 skill points. What were you guys learning from the masked man in this time?"
Ooh. All right.
So think about it. So think about that while I'm talking still. So the masked man, throughout this, whatever you guys were doing, was hard at work repairing Finocchio's mind. And so slowly but surely, the warm-hearted and kind Finocchio that you guys all knew prior to his mind being broken has for the most part returned. However, the repairing of Finocchio's mind still seems to be sort of a work in progress, as he will occasionally slip into this kind of emotionless and emotionless and cold personality that you guys have kind of come to know. But hardship builds the strongest bonds, and all of you guys have been stuck here for an entire winter together. With no one but each other to rely on, the party is going to have gone pretty close by this point. So Uhtred would have basically brokered this peace between everybody, and you guys would have put aside your differences to go ahead and kind of survive the winter. And you guys put aside your petty differences, and you're working as a team to survive. So Finocchio, I'm going to say you were able to basically go ahead and cultivate mushrooms in the caves of the bandit camps, and that was your main source of food for the entire winter, just like your people do in your great underground networks that you guys, the hive in your cities. And so that was the main source of food you guys had. Sirius, with your intimate knowledge of Southern Redguard from your upbringing and your teaching, you were able to basically cobble together the maps at the bandit camp and decipher where exactly you guys are. And you eventually kind of discovered that you are on the edge of what's called a dragon growth forest, which are notorious for leading travelers who enter them into these loops. And you ended up plotting a course out when spring came. So you figured out how we can leave, because if you just walk through the dragon growth, it's going to go ahead and lead you in circles. So you have to actually be aware of the sun and anything that can't, nothing else that can move. So the sun is usually your best guide. And that's why you guys kept getting in loops. And dragon growth forests have a nature dragon at the center of them, but you do not want to mess with them. Anyways,
They're
Dipper...
also like the werewolves that we ran into that one time.
Say that again?
That was scary.
Or they're also like the werewolves that we ran into.
There were
sort of notorious in this area.
Werewolves are always notorious because right now you guys are traveling. If you look on the map, you're traveling in a place where there isn't as much civilization where you guys are traveling. Because between Redwall and Tentcity, it's more of just open like the open barren stuff, and you guys were getting up towards more the mountains and stuff. The further you get towards mountains and stuff, usually the more monsters there are, because they're harder to hunt and to track there, and most people tend to live where there's like farming and like plains and stuff that's easier to live in. But no, you guys did not see any more of the werewolves that attacked you before. Dipper, you kind of acted as the camp scout during the winter, and you were almost always on the night lookout because you have the best eyes for the dark. And you actually ended up spotting the remnants of a Lancer raiding party that was returning to your guys' camp. And you were the one that warned everybody, and you guys were able to mount a defense and turn them back, basically, and keep your nice, safe winter home. And Dustin, the strongest of all of them, you kept the life-giving fire going all winter. After breaking the camp axe, you opted to fell trees with char instead, and you forged your sword all winter long in the fire. What's your current level of your sword?
It's currently at base. It's just
okay. Give it a +1.
Hey, good now.
Cool. So with the worst of the winter ending, you guys stocked up on your provisions of mushrooms, and at this point, can everybody here roll me a willpower check?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of that,
and
over winter,
it's basically who is like, actually no, who wants to be sick of mushrooms? You guys have been living off of mushrooms. Mushrooms and meat.
What's the?
We'll say the challenge is challenge level 5 to not be sick of mushrooms.
Okay, I
can't succeed that.
You
Alright,
auto
well, that's
fail.
a 3, so yeah.
Everyone's sick of fucking mushrooms.
Dude, if I even look at another mushroom, I'm gonna puke.
Yeah, I was gonna say over the winter, like at least like 2 months in, Destin's just gonna
I
be
would
fucking
like
fed
to
up.
use a destiny
I feel
point.
like Finocchio should be
Dipper.
sick of them.
Dipper is tripping balls.
Wait. Has at any point, Finocchio, when you were growing these mushrooms, you want to roll me a destiny roll to see if any of these mushrooms you actually accidentally grew might have been psychedelic?
No.
Roll me a destiny
I would
point.
also like to do my endurance roll.
God.
I would like to do the destiny point with that one.
Really?
So, not
13.
is really good with these mushrooms.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So with a 13, I'm gonna say that you were probably. Did you want to spike everyone with hallucinogenic mushrooms, or were you trying not to do that?
Maybe just Destin.
So one night, Dustin Finocchio goes ahead and slips a little, just as an experiment, slips a little bit of hallucinogenic mushroom into your stew, and you trip balls, and it's kind of funny at first until like Dustin starts crying and like weeping about
Fucking dragons.
and we've got demons and dragons and about like all of his friends that he's lost and where are his parents. And so you feel real bad, and you go ahead and like comfort him. You like walk. You help him through his trip. And
After
Dustin, you are none the wiser.
Destin, after that night, Destin's like, he's gonna stop fucking eating mushrooms. He's gonna start going out hunting.
Dustin opened his third eye.
Yeah, I don't like what
You
I
are
saw.
more. You've spiritually ascended.
I would say at the Destin going out hunting, Uhtred would probably join him too, as he wants meat to be back on the menu, boys.
Well, I'm assuming that everyone could have gone hunting throughout it. That's fine.
Yeah, because I tripped balls. Can I spend one of my skill points to add +1 spiritual?
Yes, you can.
Nice.
Okay, so we'll go around the table. Well, those are points for you guys to spend. You don't have to spend them right now. You do need to tell me what you spend them on, but those are more just points to have, and you guys can use those how you'd like. Okay. Did anybody else want to add anything else over the winter? I'm gonna say like a lot of that training came from the Masked Man, and throughout the winter, the Masked Man was very kind of pissed that you guys weren't trying to still like pursue Vex, even though like there was a blizzard out there that most certainly would have killed you. But over time, he's kind of chilled out about it and kind of let it slide. And but yeah, the Masked Man is still there. I will say, the Masked Man has let you guys know, as he's been repairing Finocchio's mind, the dreams have begun to come less and less often, that you're able to enter into that dream space. And the masked man has kind of communicated with you guys that at some point something else has slipped into Fanakrio's mind, into the dream space, and he doesn't really know what it is, and he doesn't know what his intentions are, but he's gone on to let everybody know, and that's why the dreams are coming less and less often. Something else is jockeying for control right now, and with Fanakrio being the only one with Minecraft kind of being the central network of everyone here as their connection, it appears that whatever had gotten to his head has gotten into everybody's head.
Oh, damn it, Fanakrio.
Oh, way to go.
Yeah.
Fucking bug.
So, with that, does anybody want to add anything before we actually get going proper?
Say that, around this time, like, every chance... Never mind, no, I'm good. That can be taken care of later.
You sure? You can
Where's
go and say.
the?
Well, I was just going to say that, like, at this point, if... Like, I think this would be a good chance if anyone wanted to, like, ask each other questions about their backstory. This would be where to do it, since, like, we're all huddled in a cave during a blizzard.
Yeah, so right
There's
now...
not really much shit to do.
Yeah, we can go ahead if you guys want real quickly. So, you guys find yourselves
You should
inside...
ask Dustin about the black liquid.
Oh, that's actually a really good point.
Yeah,
So...
I'm probably gonna go into withdrawal.
So, yep, so throughout the course of... Oh, this is actually really good. Hold on, let me change the music here real quick. I had some Skyrim cold music that I wanted to play. Hold on. Skyrim Tundra. I'm going to go ahead and say that over the winter, you guys would have noticed that slowly... Dustin would have become more and more erratic and paranoid, and pretty quickly you guys would understand that Dustin begins to shake and is going through sweats and isn't even barely able to get up anymore.
Black tar heroin.
Destin, what you want to go ahead and kind of lead what happens then? You are going through withdrawal for sure, because you do not have your substance.
Yep. So over the course of the month, Destin's just he starts out fine. He starts out well enough. Like he's a little bit on edge after the first like week or so, but slowly after that he starts to get a little more erratic. He starts to snap a little more. He starts to like be a little bit meaner, somewhat less helpful around the camp. Then after that, slowly he just starts to seclude himself. He stops being around the party much. He starts just during mealtime, he takes his food and he wanders away from the party. He spends a lot of time deeper in the caves or outside, even though to the point where the cold should be troubling, but he just stays out there for far too long. And eventually, after about a month and a half or so, he just starts to nearly physically break down, and he can't really get up anymore. How long?
Hold on, real quick.
Yeah,
Who here would be doing anything about this? Would anybody be asking any questions? Okay, well,
Definitely Dipper.
So okay, let's say that let's so at some point Dipper and Dustin would have basically come to you, maybe while you're outside, chopping down a tree, like shaking and shivering as you're like trying to kind of isolate yourself from everybody. So you see Destin chopping down a great tree with Char. His usual strength and kind of perfect technique and form is like sluggish and looks like an amateur, and he does not look well. His face is, even for his kind of his cinnamon skin, he looks pale and decrepit. What would you like to say?
I think. Sorry,
Well,
go ahead.
Dipper definitely, like, being on the streets of Oasis, Philadelphia, has seen like definitely at least some point of substance abuse. So he's not
Richard
like
has too.
Yeah. I'm assuming most a good amount of us have, but he's gonna like not try to make it he's not gonna make it super obvious.
And I make
gonna...
general knowledge check to see if I've recognized these symptoms and to associate it with something.
Sure. Make me a We'll call. Make me a general knowledge check. Depending on how good it is, I'll tell you enough. But you at least need to get over a 2 or get a 2.
Yeah. Can I do it as well?
You sure can.
Yeah, like I said, at some point during chopping down the tree,
3.
Destin just stops himself and is like leaning his head against his sword's hilt as it's like into the ground. He's just trying to steady himself, but he kind of looks like he's failing to do so.
Okay, Dipper, what'd you get?
2.
Okay, so Dipper and both Uhtred and Dipper, you guys would know that he's obviously suffering through some kind of hard drug abuse with withdrawal. You've noticed as Dustin's kind of gotten sloppier about this that there are these small bottles that he's been carrying around, and he kind of like he'll try to like kind of use the substance within, but it's pretty obvious that whatever the drug is contained in those. Uhtred, because you kind of got a little bit of a higher roll, you would kind of recognize this as some form of opium withdrawal. You've seen stuff like this around the streets of Crossroads when you were on your own, and you never partook in any of the stuff, but you could see beggars and drug addicts lining the street suffering from very similar things. And it's pretty astounding, given how severe withdrawal is, that Dustin is even able to operate at all, let alone chop down a tree, which kind of just speaks to how strong of an individual he is, like physically. But it is wearing him down. And it's killing him, basically.
I think instead of saying anything, Uhtred's just going to walk up and put his hand on his shoulder, kind of force him to like turn back or like look towards Uhtred, and he's just going to say, "Come on, Destin, let's get you inside. Get something in your stomach; it'll make you feel better."
As Uhtred tries to do that, Destin's just gonna like tense for a moment as he's like resting himself against his sword. And he just kind of brushes his hand off his shoulder and says, "It's cold. Get inside. I almost got this down. Just give me a sec." He just picks up his sword again and just starts going at it once more. His technique even sloppier than before.
He's gonna now at this point kind of walk up.
Hold on real quick. I want to say something.
Mhm.
Destin, as you're swinging the sword and like Uhtred and kind of Dipper kind of like look at each other as they kind of like are trying to decide what to do. As you begin trying to swing your sword again, the next swipe you do, you go ahead and rear it back, and as you open your eyes to swing, standing in front of you, which you can't even believe is a figure, and he looks you dead in the eyes. It's Kilroy, and you swing the sword, and as you chop, like you try to pull back and you chop through it, and like your vision all of a sudden goes like blurry and stuff. And you go ahead and like drop the sword out of your hand, and you're looking around you. You can't tell what's real right now.
Oh, it doesn't.
And you begin. Go ahead and make me a willpower check, please. This is going to be a level 5.
I only have a 3.
You auto fail. So you go ahead and you crumple to the ground in terror as your body and your mind are falling apart right now, and you like slump to the ground in a crying mess. And you're looking around you right now. You can't tell what's real. You're hallucinating. You're gonna go ahead and see all of the different members of your old mercenary band. They're standing next to next, like side by side, with Dustin, or no, Dipper rather, and Uhtred, and they're all like lining around you.
All right.
Dipper's going to
Destin's gonna really go to shock. He's just gonna like kind of crawl back and like try to grab for Char hopelessly. He's like trying to back away.
Dipper's going to immediately, whenever he falls to the ground, like yell for Uhtred and try to like, you know, hold him down, sit him up, try to walk him through his. God damn it, Philocria! What kind of mushrooms did you give him?
Narrator, actually, this is one thing I already wanted to spend one of my skill points on. Can I spend it on blessing?
Sure. What level does that? What is it at currently?
0.
So this will take it to a +1.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Can I try then? After that, can I try to use like a blessing to somewhat take the withdrawal symptoms away?
You can certainly try.
Well, I want to try. I'm not saying it will take it away all the way, but at least like
if
maybe
anything,
get him...
what it can do, what this can mainly do is probably lessen the symptoms of like fear and
Yes.
pain and panic right now. But
That's
this,
kind of what I wanted
but
to do.
I will say this is a chemical dependency in his body.
Yeah, I
This
know.
would take a extremely powerful like blessing heal to completely remove. So why don't you go ahead and make a blessing
I just
roll?
wanted to try to like lessen the symptoms of his mental break.
So wait, does blessing need you to touch me?
Nope.
Oh.
It doesn't need to, but he can
Well,
try to touch you.
I am going to try to touch you.
Dustin's gonna try to stop him from doing that.
Okay, that's fine.
So Dustin,
Yeah,
I will say,
as they get closer to him, Destin like sees his old mercenary group getting closer as well, and he starts panicking even harder. He's like, "Get the fuck away from me!" He's trying to shove them back, basically.
I'm gonna keep pursuing you and trying to like. I got a 2 by the way,
Can-
which I know is not gonna do
can-
much, but
Can me and Uhtred try to hold him down?
yeah, we
you
can
can't.
try.
So this is going to be
How much
a.
of a penalty am I taking, Jack?
You're taking a hefty penalty. You're going through
Yeah.
opium withdrawal.
Oh yeah.
He is
So
prone.
I'm gonna say, Grant. Honestly, at this point, you're like a -3. Actually, no. We're gonna go
Okay.
-4.
Okay, so wait, what's my athletics check at the moment then?
L-
So 3?
So is it a 3? Okay, so it's no.
Yeah.
So it's not athletics. This would be lift versus lift because they're trying to hold you to the ground.
Okay, so
It's
I
just
have
raw
a 2.
force against force.
I'm rolling a 2.
Holy shit, Dipper kind of lifts.
I got 1.
I got 1.
So defender wins,
Hold
but
on.
Dipper. Go ahead and roll.
Wait. I gotta roll, yeah. Hold on.
Yeah. Let's see.
Bro.
As long as you get a 1, you
Dipper-
succeed.
Dipper
Yeah.
gyms, bro. Dipper gyms.
Oh, yeah, you got
Damn.
me.
There you go. Yeah. So between the
Dang.
two of you guys, the even this like decrepit and suffering through severe open withdrawal, he is able to almost throw you guys off. But between the two of you, you're able to hold him down.
As
And
I touch him, can I enact my 2 blessing?
sure. So I believe if you go ahead and look over on the page, a level 2 corresponds to. We scroll down to blessings. I'm so glad I removed that thing. It makes it so much more responsive now. So level 2 blessing, Jake, gives you. You can do a minor heal, or a minor healing
Minor
factor
heal.
too. You want to do a minor heal or a minor healing factor?
My minor healing factor.
Okay, so you go ahead. This is gonna spend 1. Oh, you could also boost this up. You could roll more dice. Remember to overcast this, but for right now, we'll say that
I'm
you.
just gonna do it too.
So you go ahead and you reach down and you, what kind of goes through your mind? Because this is your first time blessing. I'm gonna say that the masked man has been teaching you this stuff, and actually not as much teaching you, but the masked man has read so many books on every subject imaginable that he's able to, and he has like a perfect recall memory, and so he's basically been able to memorize these books, and so you've been digesting these, and you go ahead. You reach down, you touch him, and what do you say? What do you do?
I'm gonna reach down. I want to touch him as like my hand as like gets closer starts to glow this almost like warm light, and it touches him and his like I guess I would be grabbing his arm, like kind of radiates through him. I
Mhm.
want to say, let them go.
And Dustin, you feel this kind of warmth wash through you, and the pain is still there, but you can tell that like it's like a hopeful beckoning thing. It's like, let this go, there can be more past, and you kind of feel this part of it lifts as these figures around you begin kind of like, at first they look terrifying, but as you kind of look around, you can see that all of them are kind of looking at you with smiles, like warmly, like not sad. And slowly, one by one, they begin to fade from your vision.
Do they fade into the snow?
No, they more of just kind of evaporate.
But like into snow.
Yeah, the blizzard kind of sweeps them away.
Yes.
And you're there freezing on the ground, and you understand that on a very deep level that these people are trying to help you.
Yeah, as this happens, Destin sort of
And that you're
stops
not right in the
struggling.
head. Like, you understand that like you can't trust yourself right now.
Yeah, Destin stops struggling for a second. Like he starts to slow down. And he just kind of pants and he looks around. I'm good.
Dipper
I'm good.
Dipper just kind of slowly Dipper kind of just slowly says, "Breathe, Dustin. We're here.
I am.
Nothing can hurt you."
Give me Dipper. Just give me a second. I'm good. And Dustin just stops for a second. And he just gives a nod and she just tries to get back up.
Okay.
I'm gonna help him
Yeah,
up.
you're gonna need help getting up, and they are able
Yeah.
to kind of with that lift check are they able to drag the gigantic Dustin into the
Get my sword.
warmth of the cave.
I grab the sword as well.
And Dustin, as you look back, you do notice of all the figures standing there, one is still standing there. There's Kilroy, and he's smiling, and he disappears, but it's more of like a glitch.
It's
And it's
in the
gone.
Matrix.
And it's gone.
This just blinks at that and just mentally jots it down for later. Just goes inside.
Okay, cool. So
And then now that he's regained some semblance of an appetite, he pigs out on meat, not mushrooms. He doesn't touch the fucking mushroom.
and it's a brutal process going cold turkey through withdrawal, but being how strong
I kind
you
of like help him.
yeah.
Me and Dipper kind of help him as we've seen this, I guess. If there's a check for that.
Not really. I'm just gonna say like throughout the winter, who's like I'm assuming that everyone kind of picks up the slack for Dustin and helps him get through with withdrawal.
Dustin, one thing Dustin's gonna do during the winter, to kind of try to cope a little bit, he is going to try to invest himself in Faircraft a little more.
Okay.
What he's gonna do is he's gonna talk to you. Well, he's gonna try to contact the masked man when one of those dreams comes up. He's gonna try to learn about Faircraft more, and after doing that, he's gonna wander the mines a little while. He's gonna try to find an untapped or slightly untapped bit of iron ore, and he's gonna try to extract 3 small balls of iron from it, and he's just gonna spend a lot of the day just rotating those around in the palm of his hand as like a.
So actually, I'll say what happens is this is something where this takes like a lot of time because in your weakened state, you've gone down into this mine, you found this one large ore vein, and the first time you go down is slightly after when they when Uhtred and Dipper kind of confronted you. Also, real quick, do you ever tell them what you're addicted to? Do you say anything, or do you just like not say anything?
After, I feel like that should come up in normal RP.
Okay, we'll say that they just kind of
he admits that there's something that he is using something, but if they try to actually like probe what it is from him, he just kind of goes quiet.
Okay.
One thing. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So, real quick, because then I want to do something, and then we can get actually into some more dynamic stuff. Jake, did you want to say something?
Oh yeah, I would say one thing like how kind of Uhtred's taking the winter. Like when you guys first started traveling, like he kind of was still healing his mind. Like as time kind of goes on, he less and less wakes up with like terrors, but like he's always the first one up and he's usually out and about doing stuff, but he's been unusually like, I guess you could say almost quiet and helpful. Like you can noticeably see like an attitude shift about him.
Cool. Interesting. Okay. Has anybody else had a big attitude? I mean, Fenacrio has. Fenacrio, do you maybe want to briefly describe like this kind of personality shift as your mind has been repaired?
So there are more times where this kind of like this warm side of Fenacrio comes out. He's gonna at some points like he's gonna gather everyone with for a feast, right? And he's gonna start trying to enact these icebreaker questions because the more you break the ice, the warmer it gets. That's his reasoning for it. And so one of the icebreaker questions he would ask is, if you were a vegetable, what would you be? Fenacrio answers that he is a mushroom.
Sirius just kind of looks at Fenacrio sort of in disgust.
And Fenacrio has this big smile, right?
And I guess like while
This is a very important
them huddled around a fire, and he's just kind of like writing something in his diary, and you just kind of see him like drop his pen, and he just kind of like puts like his hand to his forehead. It's like, why can't we just get out of here soon?
Seems
Winter
like
is just too
you'd be
long.
an onion. That's onion vibes
Dipper's
right there.
Dipper's immediate response to that icebreaker question was Finocchio, did you know that mushrooms actually aren't vegetables?
Actually, botanically, they are fungi, but with nutrition. They're classified as vegetables when it comes to nutrition.
I'm a turnip.
Turning it up, woo woo, and he does like the little party hands.
Dipper says, well, what do you think I would be, Finocchio?
Mm, you get like
He's a
it's something
pineapple.
bitter but sweet at the same time. Not apple, maybe like
Pineapple.
a green apple. You'd be a green apple.
I thought you
man,
said-
I want to
wait,
say, you
I
know
thought
that
you said
green
vegetable.
apples aren't vegetables either, Pinocchio.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I guess we could cheat a little bit with this one.
Destin
You
just
know
goes
what?
back to the mines after that. He goes back to the Orving.
Okay, well, okay, so and you guys kind of noticed the attitude shift in Finocchio, and it's a much easier thing to get along with. But Dustin, throughout the time, I'm going to say you've gone into the mine a couple times, and starting off, you're trying to interact with this orb, but it's just too difficult, and you can feel this kind of drain on your body of this withdrawal, like restricting your abilities. And over time, throughout the course of the winter, slowly but surely you feel stronger and stronger. And by the last day, when the first snow begins to melt and clear, you go down to the mine, and you still haven't made any progress on this, but you go down and you feel this strength back in you as kind of the snow and the winter subsides. And you go down, you're able to extract these three like little balls, and eventually, with enough concentration, you rip a chunk out of the wall.
Nice. Destin's just gonna. He's gonna spend. I'm assuming we have a couple more days at least until the snows begin to actually become thin enough to work with. So Destin's just gonna spend his time just concentrating on these balls. He's gonna ponder these balls. And he is going to slowly separate the iron from the iron from the rock that's still in there. He's gonna make 3 small iron balls, and he's just gonna rotate them around in his hands, kind of like a twitch.
Okay, what
I
level?
also wanna-
What dice roll is your Faircraft at now?
Yeah, I was planning to upgrade it to +1. So can I do that?
Yeah, but what would it be?
It would be a 6.
Good, that's fine. Yeah, you can absolutely do level 6.
Also, I do want to point out that throughout the winter, as Destin kind of becomes less an addict withdrawal, from black tar heroin, Utri's gonna kind of ask him to upkeep his weapons as well.
Okay,
Destin will oblige.
cool. Okay. Is there anything anybody else wants to add before you guys hypothetically would have got back on the road?
Is there okay, so are we like in the middle of like nowhere, or is there like any signs of civilization or people passing through like at all?
So it kind of seems like there might have been, but during the winter, definitely not. You do know that these bandits were raiding caravans and stuff as they passed through.
Have we heard any news about the war as we start traveling?
Well, you haven't started traveling yet. We'll get to that when you get to traveling. Okay. But in terms of like you guys have been pretty hunkered down. The further you guys get, like this winter is so brutal that it's really not like you guys kind of understand, have some close calls where going out when it's this bad outside can kill you, and so. You guys haven't left your kind of like 1 mile radius around your camp that much, except for maybe hunting and kind of scouting and stuff. But you do, given Sirius's kind of knowledge of the area, you do guys know which direction you need to be heading, and you understand that you kind of need to not trust what you can see, because apparently these forests will move and mimic places you've been to try to get you to turn around. And so the only thing you can really trust is the sun, and can't even trust compasses and stuff in here. And you guys aren't even in the worst parts. Like, you guys are on the edge of a dragon growth.
I see.
Cool.
Dipper, definitely once or twice, through isolation. He, Dipper definitely finds solace in writing, so he would just keep a diary, but also a couple times would write updates to Karma to make sure he sent to her once they got back on the road.
Okay, gotcha. Noted. Cool. Okay. Well, unless anybody wants to do anything else, come springtime, you guys, or early, like late winter, almost spring, kind of that in-between area where there's still snow on the ground melting, you guys have been packing your rations. Dustin, you've gone through a withdrawal and you've lost a lot of weight of your body. Like, all of you have lost body weight. You guys, if you had any body fat, you probably have leaned out. You aren't. I'm not going to deduct any strength points or anything right now, but you guys are not. And thank God for the mushrooms, else you guys would literally have starved to death. But it is.
Yeah.
We would have had to eat people.
You could have eaten people if you wanted to.
Listen,
Nah,
on
back on the menu, boys.
on the downside, we're all really thin now, but on the upside, Dustin's looking cut.
Hey, on the upside, we can now all be fuckboys. Let's go hit the club.
Got that 0.5% body fat grind.
So you guys
We all
go
got
ahead.
fat.
So you guys get back. You guys are able to leave your camp, and as you guys kind of walk away, I don't know. This kind of place did become your home for what 3 months, 4 months, and so it's kind of a remote thing as you guys kind of walk away and get headed south yet again. And you guys pretty soon find a road to get back onto after a couple days travel, and you believe you've basically cleared the dragon growth at that point. And along the road at a certain point, you are going to go ahead and your first human contact in probably like 5 months almost besides each
we
other.
all look like savages.
Yeah, like you guys are just filthy, and well, I mean, it's up to you guys. You guys got to camp and stuff, but you are on the road and it's rough. But you guys see what appears to be a caravan of some kind passing by, and it's this very actually I hear it's down the road off in the distance. What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna try and stop them and ask if there's a town up ahead.
Okay, so as you're walking down this road, you go ahead and flag him down, and you see this kind of, you see a rider on the front, and he's this very he looks to be maybe a little bit older than you guys, but about your age, and he's extremely handsome, and he wears this very like sharp jacket, and he's obviously like very well groomed and seems to very much so take care of his appearance. And but he's just the driver, and you can see this beautifully ornate caravan. You can see that there's not just one of these carts, there's multiple of them. And you kind of stop, and you see in the front cart this woman leans out, and she's just breathtakingly gorgeous in like perfect makeup and everything. And she leans out and smiles at you and goes, "Oh, hello there, traveler." And she leans out. What did you want to know?
Guards?
There appear to be no guards around them.
Oh.
Can Dipper? Can I do a couple things? Can
Sure.
I make a perception check?
For what are you looking for?
Just like anything. Like, do I notice that there's no guards and that there's like kind of red flags?
It's you can make a perception check for me, but it's pretty obvious there are no guards. There's no guards on the outside or anything.
Curious is going to look for any like merchant insignia or anything like that, since he might like have a little bit of experience with like merchant dealings.
It would be pretty obvious. Well, hold on. Too many people. Let's do Dipper's check first. So Dipper, go ahead and make me your perception check.
Okay, and then after this, can I?
Well, here, make it first.
Okay.
Oh damn.
Okay, with a 5, you notice a couple things. You notice
Okay.
all of these caravans are these ornate, gorgeous things, and you actually look at the woodwork on the side of it, and it's carved into the wood are these like it's depicting faces and like naked bodies and stuff, like, but like not like not like nasty, but like tastefully drawn, like almost like an appreciation of the humanoid form. And you
like
see
the Romans.
and you see all of these as you're looking around, you look down, all of these other heads begin leaning out of the carts, and you see just every single person, and there's guys and gals that lean their heads out and like begin peeking out. All are just like gorgeous people. They're probably, and they're different races. So some of them are sirens. You see some vampires. You see some beastkin, and there seem to be probably about like how many people there physically are, probably somewhere about 20 people. And but on all of them, some of them kind of step out and begin stretching their legs as this caravan is kind of stopped for a second. And all of the ones that get out, they're all dressed in these very, like, they have like winter like capes over and stuff, but you can kind of tell underneath, like, they are wearing what appears to be like kind of provocative, like scantily like clad clothing. And
Like Leodelphian?
Kind of in that same vein, kind of like revealing on purpose. And one
Is
of
this
these,
more- is
as
this
you're
like
like paying attention and like seeing other people for the first time forever, you're gonna go ahead and see one of the girls like go down and like make a snowball and chuck it at you.
Oh God!
Yeah, and it's gonna hit you in your face as you're kind of like, you're like just blushing as it like smacks you in your face, and you're like, oh, what do you do? And she like giggles off in the distance and runs back in her cart, and like most of the caravan that watches begins like laughing out loud.
Jack, can I make a general knowledge check to try to discern who these people are?
Certainly.
Because out of character, I know. But I don't know in character. I don't
Yeah.
think.
So is
Yeah,
this
I was
is this
gonna
like
ask
a
about like
If anybody wants to make a
identify
general
insignia
knowledge
and
check, yeah.
identification.
If everyone wants to make a general knowledge check, it's gonna be a level 3.
General knowledge.
All right, I get
Got
it.
I'm
I did not get it.
specialized, so I
Auto succeed.
auto succeed.
Okay.
I got a 4.
So Uhtred got it, Sirius got it, Shanakri got it. Did anybody else
Everyone
get it?
gets it but Dustin.
Okay, because
Dipper
Dustin
got
gets no babes. He's maidenless.
I have no bitches.
So you guys all recognize these are priestesses of the Beautiful One. And real quickly, we can go ahead. So yeah, the Beautiful One is one of the brights, and we can actually real quickly, if you wanted to, if you were curious, you can scroll over to the the PDF. But real quickly, I'm just going to read the lore. It's really brief, I promise, on the Beautiful One. But it's one of the brights. It's one of the, and so so the Beautiful One aspects are passion, fertility, and beauty. The tenant is thou has been given the passion of flesh to spread across the land. And so the lore. So during creation, the Beautiful One gave unto Felkind the gift of passion, fertility, and beauty. The Beautiful One seeks to encourage the passion of flesh that they may spread new life upon the planet. Whether it be lovers, aspiring mothers, vain queens, or brothel workers, many pray regularly to the Beautiful One. Priests and priestesses of the Beautiful One, which you guys recognize that these are, can be easily picked out by their extremely fine and provocative clothing. They are known for their immense promiscuity, exchanging passion for the favor and support of powerful lords and wealthy merchants.
So, since I was gonna talk to her, can I now ask my question?
Yeah, so she kind of like is like looking at you guys, and she sees you guys are like visually like just like stunned, looking at all these gorgeous women and guys if you're into that. But you guys look, and she kind of like looks to you, and as you're kind of like enamored, and she goes, "Were you trying to ask something, sweetheart?"
Also, may I point out, I'm still in the uniform, so if that presents any challenges, let that be. But I don't have other clothes.
It doesn't.
So,
It doesn't.
I'm gonna go. My apologies for stopping you, priestess. But is there a town in the direction you're heading from?
She kind of
We've
points
been
down the road.
all winter.
Down the road somewhere that way is Tentcity. Probably, I don't know, maybe 5 days by walking.
are any of the carriages like left unattended? Are they gathering anywhere?
No, they're kind of all just like kind of hanging around right next to their caravans, like just kind of like see. A lot of them hopped out just kind of see what what stopped them, and you can see that one of the drivers does have like a couple of them are armed, but not like with anything like that would denote like they don't have any armor on or anything. They seem relatively lightly armored. Because of your high perception check before, you do notice one person doesn't seem to fit in with the others. There's one, you think it is, or actually two, it's two people. You think they're a man and a woman, and they're kind of dressed in black, but they kind of are just like at the very last cart, and they're kind of just leaning up against it, but they look a little bit more serious. They like just by their demeanor and giving you a really high perception, they look very violent or capable of violence.
Okay. Dipper, what's like the
Well, hold on, real quick. Let's get back because Uhtred was technically ahead of you. I'm sorry. So,
sorry.
You're fine. Uhtred, you were asking. So she responded. She said, "Tentcity is that way down the road." And she kind of smiles. I'm Delphine, as she kind of like extends her hand, even though you're like 15 feet apart, and kind of like leans it out of the cart for you to walk over and like shake.
Tell Delphine, run.
I'm going to walk forward and extend my hand and say, my name's Storm. I'm giving my last name.
And she goes ahead and goes, charmed, as she like looks you up and down and kind of like licks her lip. And she's going to look at you and like look at your hand and everything and go, what brings you this far south? I thought the war was up north, Mr. Cadet. As she kind of like slowly releases her hand.
I'm not a cadet anymore. I'm a private. Remember?
She doesn't know what like military uniforms are.
Oh, fair enough. I'm actually heading to Tentcity. On orders.
And she kind of leans forward. Oh, are you? Make me a communication check. You're lying. Actually, no, you're not. You're not lying.
I'm not lying. I'm just not telling the whole truth.
Are you trying to make it seem like this is part of your military thing, or just like on order? Actually, no, it's very general. Let's slide this time. Let's slide.
Well, plus this technically would be part of the military because the leader of the country told me to go this way.
That's fair.
Follow Vex, so I just left it vaguish.
Yes. So she kind of like smiles, and what exactly is in Tentcity? As she kind of like is going to go ahead and open up her door and kind of gracefully descend out, and she is breathtaking. She has this kind of luminous, light, curly blonde hair. Her eyes are like this weird, like purple hue, and her skin is kind of this kind of like pale, but it's not like unattractive pale. She's got freckles, and she's wearing kind of this beautiful purple gown that kind of catches her eyes, and she has this kind of almost thrown over like fur, like what like the Starks wear in Game of Thrones. It's almost like it obviously doesn't match her outfit, but it's to keep warm inside the cart.
And I shall respond with.
Oh, and you can you can tell just off of appearance that she appears to be what is a Wraithkin. So like what Nox was.
Kind of butts into this conversation before Uhtred could respond with like his hood up, and he says, "Well, you tell us," and then he'll hand her. I don't know what's a good amount of 6 bronze.
Whoa! She looks at it and she goes. She looks at you and she goes, like you extend the offer and she kind of like looks at you and goes, "Oh, darling, you don't need to pay for us to." She kind of like looks at you. We're not.
I want a button. It's a donation.
Oh, well, thank you then. And she's gonna reach her hands forward and take the 6. It was a bronze or copper? Bronze, right?
Bronze.
I don't know how much I gave her. I'm a noble, so you know.
She gave her 6 bronze. Are you wearing your roseblood cloak? I believe you are.
I guess it'd be really muddy, so it might be hard to tell unless you look close at it that it's a roseblood coat.
She's gonna kind of look you up and down as you just caught her attention, and she's gonna kind of zero her eyes and goes, "Ah, an emissary of House Roseblood. Well, what's your name?" And she seems more interested now in the man that she thinks that this cadet is protecting on orders. What are your orders? And she's gonna kind of like slowly like walk over to you, and she's probably she looks to be about 25-ish. Though sometimes like looks of age can be deceptive in this world because people live a really long time.
Well, It's merely to return home.
Hmm.
The roads have been long.
And your name is?
The war's rough. Latort.
Make me a communication check. We will say this is a level... We're going to say this is a level 2 because you're hooded and this person doesn't know you at all. Yeah, so you get it. So you're going to go ahead and she's going to kind of nod her head. Latort. And what do you do for House Roseblood, Latort?
I'm merely an emissary.
Hmm.
Messenger. Recently came from Redwall, if we're calling it Redwall still.
Yeah, we are. And she kind of looks. Oh yes, it was so terrible what happened up there last year, and the war and all this nonsense is such a waste of life. The beautiful one does well. She kind of like smirks. It is up to greater men and women than I. She kind of like just smiles with this beautiful smile. And she's going to go ahead and look to you two. She looks around at everybody else and she kind of goes, well, did you need any, and she kind of like looks down the road. Services of our
Dipper,
church?
can Dipper buff?
Can you what?
Can I buff?
Can he buff?
Buff? Yeah, but she can't auto buff anymore. Well, you can auto buff up to level 3 now, but if you remember, it's a transformation now.
Sirens is just gonna kind of look back and say, I think I'm good. But we have been on the road a while, so perhaps you can deal in information.
Hold on one
Dipper,
second. You trying to buff?
So what do you mean it's what's different?
So if you go to Polycraft over on the sheet now, you can see that it's like a transformation now. So you do need to roll. Right now, you can technically buff up to because you're specialized in it, right? You roll 8 dice.
Yeah.
Okay, you can go up to you get Dark Vision, Minor Healing Factor, and a +1 to a physical skill, all for free. Well, not for free, at +3. If you wanted to get so at 4 is when you get the Strength and Reflex now. So you still need to roll for it if that's what you're trying to get.
Yeah, I just want reflex.
Okay, go ahead and go down. Hello, Mermaid Ocean. I wonder if this is somebody I know.
I think that's our brother from across the pond.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. What's up, Josh?
Well, if she was asking for assistance, I guess Uhtred
Wow,
would
well,
ask
you definitely get it,
Oh,
Dipper.
damn.
Wait, Dipper, hold on. I thought aren't you specialized?
Yeah.
You didn't roll the right amount, but that's still fine. You still got it, but you technically could have gotten like a really strong buff. So you would have transformed up to level. How many did you get?
6.
Yeah, you got all the way up. So you did like a max buff basically. You were super like strong right now.
Well, I guess Uhtred would ask if she could lend any assistance to getting to Tentcity.
Okay, hold on real quick. So you buff. So you go ahead. Like you hit the max buff. That was one of the best rolls I've ever seen.
He is swole.
I just want to.
Well, so you got a +1 to strength and reflex, and now you have you get to buff.
I just want reflex.
Okay.
Just reflex.
You do burn the proportionate ichor though. So like, what's your ichor cap?
No.
How much ichor do you have right now? Is the question. How much?
9.
Oh yeah, you're good then. You could do it, but you'd burn all of your. You'd burn like 2/3 of your ichor in one thing, and it'll last for an hour for today. So do you just want to take up to the level 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want all of it. I just want want 4.
Okay, so you have plus. You wanted a reflex, you said?
Yeah.
So you have a +1 to reflex, +1 to a physical core skill of your choice. You have minor healing factor, and you also have dark vision. And you guys kind of see as Dipper kind of you kind of focus and are able to channel your Fellcraft, and you kind of feel your body like you feel like your hair lengthening underneath your clothes, and your face like reconstructing. Your eyes become more precise and accurate as you kind of are more in your transformed state now.
My face mask on and my hood on. But I walk up and I say, why do you offer us such hospitality?
She kind of smiles, and she kind of just like sniffs the air, and she goes, "It is," and she kind of giggles, our way," as she kind of like smiles at you.
Your way.
They belong to the streets.
She kind of smiles to you, but of course, there's always, we don't just associate with anyone. She kind of looks
What do
you up
you
and,
mean?
well, in the same way that, well, what do you do for a living, young sir?
Why is that any of your business?
I'm trying to make a point, as she kind of like smiles at you.
Dipper just kind of like stares at her blankly for a second.
And why are you
And
wearing a
he's
hood?
gonna-
She kind of like looks at you
He-
puzzlingly as you're wearing a face mask and a hood. Are
he
you
kind of-
robbing me? And she like chuckles to herself.
He
Destin,
kind of
Destin at this point just kind of steps over, like puts a hand on Dipper's shoulder. And, like,
And Dipper's
We're,
looking like twitchy right now.
yeah, dude's just like, we're simple traveling folk, man. Well, we take odd jobs from time to time, but we're experiencing a wide variety of skills. Yeah.
Dipper whispers to Dustin, I don't think we should trust them.
And as you kind of see, like, she kind of like looks at Dustin. She goes, "Oh, hello there, tall and handsome." And she kind of like walks towards you, like it almost is like walking around you, like looking at you, like admiring. She goes, "And what might your name be?"
Doesn't just gonna think of that? He's just like, Destin.
She kind of looks, "Well, Dustin."
Destin. Destin, you bastard. Destin.
She kind of smiles.
Like me.
It's too bad that we're in such a hurry right now. You don't happen to be a man of privilege, do you?
Ma'am, I was born low, and I prefer that stay that way.
What a shame. She kind of like almost like drags her finger down your shoulder. Maybe in another life. As she kind of like looks back over, and she kind of is done talking to Dipper because Dipper was being like rude.
Destin just looks at her fingers like, Miss, I just polished this armor.
And she goes, "Oh, sorry." And she looks at you as you're covered in mud. You're on the road.
I keep the armor clean. Everything else is dirty, but the armor is clean.
Okay, the armor is cleaned and oiled, and she kind of like, "Oh, okay." And she kind of like, "Well, it's been a pleasure meeting you all. I'm sorry that." Go ahead.
Getting back to my question.
Oh, right.
How's Tentcity?
Oh,
Yes,
well, we're
things
leaving
in
there.
general.
We're leaving there for a reason. She kind of chuckles.
Oh.
It's well, ever since the Lord and Lady returned, it's just been not quite the same. Things right now are a bit disorganized.
The Lord's return.
Destin's gonna perk up a little
She
bit.
kind
I
of
think he's gonna
she kind
say,
of says, "Yes, of course." No one's seen him, of
Lucky.
course. Ever since the terrorist attack, the Lady and the Lord have been more protective. Though I don't even. She kind of like trails off. Well, regardless, they weren't. Their doors weren't open to our services, and so we left.
Narrator.
Yep.
I don't know the
ask a question.
specific
Go ahead. Finish, Dipper.
arrangement of this right now, but she's Delphine is talking to the party right now. Not can
Yeah,
I?
she's
Can
not
I,
looking
can
at
I
you.
s- can I stealth and can I climb onto the back of her carriage?
Absolutely. So go ahead, make
Awesome.
me a stealth check. We're gonna just make a stealth check here. We're gonna say
Okay.
it's gotta be. It wouldn't be that hard because you're at the front and there's nobody else in front of you. So if you actually you'd want to go up the front. Oh wait, there is the driver though. I'd say you could loop around. I'm gonna say this is a level 3. It's specialized.
Also, if like okay, so I have 7 normally, and with the buff I have 8. Would that make me specialized?
Yes, but this is technically a contest. Actually, is it a contest? I think the rules for specialization, if I'm not mistaken, and this is why it's useful to have this open right next to me, is so you get to be specialized if here, let me look. You are not under duress, which this isn't, so there's no time pressure, no outside influences or aggression in combat. This check is not contested, which isn't because they're not actively looking, and it's not a reflexive action, so yeah, you can auto-succeed that.
I did ask
Oh,
her
yeah.
if we could get assistance going to Tentcity.
We'll get to that in a second,
Okay.
I promise.
No, you're good.
So you go ahead, and yeah, you are able to auto-succeed that, Dipper. Oh, also, Dipper,
Awesome.
you do technically get a buff to one physical core skill of your choice, which could be stealth as well. Or it could be sleight of hand or whatever you want. Yeah.
I thought, would that not count as reflex?
No. So that's how the new transformation works. You get whatever level you're at and everything below. It's a transformation. Yeah. It got stronger, but like the check became a little bit higher, but you get so technically right now you have dark vision active for an hour, healing factor active for 24 hours. You have and you have a strength or you chose reflex, so you get a strength or a reflex for an hour, and you also get a +1 to a physical trait for an hour. But it costs you 4 ichor to do this.
Okay. For the physical trait, I'm gonna do acrobatics actually.
Okay.
I probably should have said that at first.
That's
sorry.
fine. No, it's okay.
So I'm on. You said there's a driver. Is he on the carriage?
Yeah, he's on the carriage. He's up on the top there, kind of looking down at the party, talking, and kind of keeping an eye on Uhtred apparently, and he's gonna like shoot Uhtred a look and like smile.
Okay.
Awkwardly side look and then like shake my head and be like, ugh. And then get back to trying to ask for assistance.
Whoa, we'll get to that. Dipper, what are you doing?
What do I see?
So as you kind of stealth around the side of the carriage, so because the guard is the driver is transfixed on Uhtred, you're able to kind of sneak underneath, where like literally underneath the carriage, like zip over and like you slide to the other side of the carriage. So now you're on from the driver's perspective, you're on the right side, which where he's not looking, he's looking on the left, and everyone else, this is the side of the road that is closest to the grass, where like the grass and the pavement meet, or the cobble meet. And yeah, you just see off in the distance, you do see those 2 people in kind of those black clothes, and you can see what appears, it's a little bit easier to see because they're out in the open right now, and one of them just throws what looks to be like a stick up in the air, and one of the other figures, who you can now kind of tell is a woman, she's gonna quickly, like in a millisecond, draw a bow off her back and shoot the stick like 100 feet up in the air and whack it with an arrow. And then the other guy, person in black, who's got kind of this long white hair, he's gonna like like in this big bellowing laugh, like laugh outside, and like,
oh god damn.
Yeah,
it's the
I
Witcher,
know who
dude.
they are.
Yeah.
Fuck. Do I?
But they don't see you. Like they're not paying attention to you.
What's the luggage deal? Like,
You
what
can see the
all is
luggage.
on
The luggage is all on top of the cart, kind of like above it. And if you wanted to climb up, what's your level in climb? Are you specialized?
46.
Okay. This is only a common, because literally there's like handhold and stuff to climb up on top. Like there's easy access to the top, so it's a level 1 check, which I will need you to make.
Okay, I got you. Hold on. Let's go.
Yep, you're able to easily climb up to the top. Yeah, you see there's a bunch of luggage all tied down up here in these very well kept and kind of beautiful big like luggage containers and like travel chests.
What are they made out of? The luggage containers.
They're kind of like wooden frames with kind of like a leather on the outside.
Dipper's going to unsheath Fang and cut the leather and just try to start taking stuff and bagging it.
Okay, you go ahead and are able. Well, they're more like chests, so you you can. Are there any that are? I'll say there are some. Well, like you want to get into the chests where you would kind of know the more valuable stuff to be, or like
Yeah,
because the other
that's
things are probably
probably,
just
yeah.
personal effects and clothes and stuff. There still might be
Uh-huh.
valuable stuff, but probably not what you're after.
Mhm.
So if you
Yeah,
want to get
Dipper will open one of the chests.
okay, to get into the chest, they are locked. Now you do kind
Ooh.
of notice, based on your really high perception before, you do kind of see that when you were kind of scanning the guard, because you would have paid attention to this, he kind of has looks to be a ring of keys on his belt, and you are up behind him right now, and he's like looking down, paying attention to what's going on. He doesn't see you up there. And
Okay,
you're kind of low
Dipper-
enough on the top there where you're able, you could theoretically very quickly sneak kind of behind him and snatch him.
How high above him am I?
You're kind of like on the same level. So if you kind of know how those like old carts that like the fancy people used to ride around in did.
Yeah.
Like you would be like if you were standing on it and you walked up to him right now, your feet would be kind of where his lower back is.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to I'm just gonna sneak behind him and yank the keys.
Okay, go ahead and make me a sleight of hand check because he is very enamored with Uhtred. I'll give you advantage, so you get +2 dice. So +2 to your sleight of hand, and this is going to be a level 2. It's uncommon because it's literally just hanging on his hip.
These guys are actually being nice to us, and we're still robbing them
Yep,
blind.
you definitely do it. So
Hey.
you go ahead and you swipe the keys really quickly, and you're able to back up to the crate, and you are quickly able to. There's only about 4 keys, and you cycle through them, and you find the one, and and you open up the chest. Inside, I'm gonna go ahead and say, go ahead and make me a destiny roll.
Ooh, get a 20. Oh.
Ah,
no.
fuck.
Get an 8. Okay. I'm going to say this chest you find what does appear to be a it's full of very fine clothing. It looks like silk and garbs and really beautiful like scantily like clothes, like basically a big thing of lingerie. and,
Close.
you, and you would think that it like and actually I'm gonna say like this looks like somebody's personal like chest. You do not find any money. And did you succeed the check before on knowing about knowing these like what these people were?
Yeah.
I think he
Okay,
did,
you
yeah.
would kind of know that like while they do have very like their clothes are actually extremely valuable and stuff, but they don't really have tons of money. That's why when Uhtred before was like handing them money, or Sirens before, it's kind of they kind of get by paying things other ways.
So the horse
Okay,
is out
do I-
receiving the pay.
You do see. So
Do
go ahead.
do I see like any kinds of documents, any jewelry,
Ooh,
like
jewelry.
any
I will say you go ahead and let's say you find yourself a I'm about to say a silver necklace, but you definitely don't find that. You find what appears to be kind of a beautifully ornated like small golden necklace, like a very thin one that is kind of tucked in a little pouch, like on the inside of the box. There's like a little pouch that's attached inside there for like keeping smaller bits and bobs in it, and so you find this kind of very light gold chain necklace, which looks beautiful, and maybe you find a pair of earrings. And we'll say that they have azimuth on them. They're kind of gold earrings. So you can write down a pair of azimuth earrings and a gold necklace.
Okay.
A thin gold necklace, yeah. Cool.
How much is it worth?
Do you want to go ahead and make me a? Well, actually, do you mind if we just figure that out later so that other people can ask some questions?
Totally.
Cool. So, and this is the biggest crate up here. This is the one you went into. You can steal any of these clothes you want. It's actually the one in this one. It's not just girl stuff. Like there's like lingerie for guys.
Dipper is definitely gonna snag an outfit for himself. Absolutely.
Okay, you can add provocative silk clothing.
Are there any with a hole for my tail?
Yeah, there's some Leodelphian stuff. Sure. There's like some Kilroy. There's like the Kilroy clothes up there.
Aww.
Okay, I'm adding to my inventory cat lingerie.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, so getting back to the questions.
Yeah.
So, and you guys would see kind of like I'm gonna say at this point, like Dustin, you can like look up and you see like Dipper like trying to like he pulls out a bra and like puts it over his chest for a second, like looking at it.
Oh no, that's chaotic think again.
I don't care. I'm just asking him the question. Like Uhtred is not paying attention. He knows Dipper does Dipper things.
Yeah, Destin's gonna.
Yeah, Sirius isn't paying attention either. Probably he's busy with the conversation.
Yeah, here let's get back to the conversation for a second.
Yeah, Destin just rubs his eyes. It's like, who do you know the names of these? There's no.
Hold on, there were questions asked first. So
yeah.
The original question, Jake, what was your question?
I asked for any assistance to getting to Tentcity, as I did not.
And she
want to
kind
walk
of
for 5 more days.
she kind of looks at you and goes, sorry, honey, but we're going the opposite direction. We're going towards where all the lords and ladies that are worth assault, as she like looks back at Tentcity, are going.
Which is?
Oh, to the Crimson Foothills, where the war is going on.
Any news of the war?
Well, she kind of, not much. The winter, it kind of makes war difficult. As far as I'm aware, though, she kind of like ponders. Reddland had a pretty seething defeat of the Legion at the Battle of the Crimson Foothills last year, but since then there's been no more aggression, though I'm not a tactician, and she kind of smiles.
At this, Uhtred, like, his face visibly becomes, like, kind of saddened, and he looks disheartened as he kind of just, like, quits talking. And just
how
looks
far
down.
off is the Crimson Foothills?
So if you go ahead and look on the map of Fallen, you can see that it's like it's the top of Reddland.
I can't zoom in with this image.
There's
I'm just
also
looking
on
at
the yep, guys. So
border.
there's actually a link to the map if you want to just go do that. There's the Terra
a map
version.
download.
Yep, if you want to go look at that.
Much better.
Yep. I tried to think of everything. Cool. With that, any more? She's gonna kind of look at you all. Did anybody else want to ask any more questions?
Yeah, Destin's gonna ask, who might this Lord and Lady be?
Oh, the Rosebloods.
Okay, yeah.
She kind of looks. She kind of looks for a sec. You would know that, Grant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the wait, the Rosebloods. Is that serious?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh wait, so your dad and your mom are fucking running away, dude.
Yeah.
All right, Destin's gonna be like, huh. Well, that's good to know. Thank you for your time, miss. It's been nice seeing set of friendly faces out here.
It's been very nice seeing you. As she kind of like bites her nail and looks at you.
Yes. Please,
Can I do one more thing?
Sure.
Can I after I've retrieved these goodies, can I hop off of the carriage and then approach the man and woman in black and try to talk to them?
Sure, but before you hop off, you would have noticed actually, like when you went over to like pickpocket that guy, like he as the driver, he does have a little sack of gold on or a little pouch on him. You can snag that if you want.
Nah, I'm chilling.
It's cool. So you go ahead and hop off, and do you close back up the crate and put the key back, or?
I close the crate and I I toss the
Keep
keys.
keys.
I toss the keys under the carriage.
Okay. So yeah, you go ahead and you chuck them there, and you hop down. You go ahead and you want to walk towards the two people in black.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So where exactly are you stashing this lingerie?
In my bag.
Wearing
Okay,
over your
okay.
armor. Be a man.
So yeah, you go ahead and you kind of, so as everyone begins to kind of pack up and the caravan people are like starting to hop back in, and this Delphine, she kind of like smiles at everyone because she goes, "Well, it's very nice meeting you all. I'm sure we'll meet again." And she kind of like smiles. If you are going towards the war, which she kind of looks, and she kind of looks at your uniform, Uhtred. Never mind.
Paying her any mind at this point.
And she's gonna go ahead and hop back in her cart and go, "Come on, Patsy." And the guy up top who's like just enamored with Uhtred is like like just kind of like shoots Uhtred like a wink.
I'm like, I look back at him and I'm just stone faced.
And so yeah, so as you're kind of walking up, you see that these two people in black figure, they're kind of like beginning to get their stuff together, and they're like pulling an arrow out of the stick they shot. So yeah, you walk up, and as you kind of walk up, the first thing is this like, they're like, when they're talking to each other, they look really like happy and stuff. And you do notice that the woman, she's like sign languaging apparently to this other person, and he's like laughing out loud, and he's like, "You're just," and he looks, sees like, he sniffs and he like senses you coming, Dipper, and he goes, "What do you want?"
Dipper says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't want to intrude. I saw you two practicing from afar, and you're really talented. I just wanted to maybe introduce myself."
So
and he holds out his hand. He says, "I'm Dipper."
So the guy, the big guy with the white hair, he kind of just looks at your hair and just like doesn't say anything, just looks at you with like a fucking like deadpan like death stare. But that's before the lady like punches him in the shoulder, like extends forward and gives you like this nice big smile and shakes your hand really hard with like two hands. And she goes ahead and like starts to signal, and then she like realizes that you can't hear her, and she's gonna go ahead and pull out like a pen and pad of paper, and she's gonna go ahead and like write that like, "My name's Hush" on a piece of paper.
Wow.
We've already
Dipper
met them before.
Dipper says, "It's a pleasure to meet you, Hush."
She
And he
kind of
looks over at the man and just
he kind of just
kind of
crosses his
his
arms and just kind of
approval.
like is like scoffs at this and goes, we don't associate ourselves with little pipsqueaks like you."
Dipper says,
And you're gonna see Hush
Yeah,
gonna like turn around and like look at him, and like you don't see what look is on her face, but you see like this guy's face. His face goes from being like cocky and kind of confident, where he like looks like kind of scared and ashamed, whatever look she shot him, and she turns back to you with this nice big pleasant smile.
Dipper kind of chuckles, and he pulls down. He keeps his hood on, but pulls down his face mask. He says, "Well, looks might be deceiving sometimes."
And you're gonna see as the white-haired guy's gonna look at you, go, "Yeah, I already knew you were." He kind of looks at you, "One of us," or well, he kind of one of me, I guess. I don't. He kind of looks at Hush, and she kind of like nods, just shakes her hand, and she's gonna go ahead and write something on a piece of paper. She's gonna go, "And who are you?"
Dipper says, "Well, I've been a little bit of everywhere. I suppose." And he kind of thinks about it for a second, and he pulls out his dagger, and he unwraps it and hands it to him.
And she's gonna go ahead and like look at you for a second, not sure what you're doing, and she's gonna look at it, and then she's gonna flash and look at you. She knows what you are, and she's gonna like kind of like look like puzzled, and the bigger guy's gonna lean forward and look at it and go, "That's a stupid looking knife." He goes, "You got glass there, it's gonna break. It's a dumb fucking weapon." these kids. And he kind of like starts like rambling to himself, but Hush is gonna like punch him in the shoulder and like point back to it and point to like an insignia on it, and he's gonna go, "Oh." And he's gonna look at you. You're one of those desperados. What the fuck are you doing here?
Still a stupid knife, though.
Still a stupid knife, but what the fuck are you doing here? What? He kind of looks. Are you on a? He looks around. What are you hunting, boy?
Well, I can't give up all my secrets, I guess. And he takes the knife back and wraps it back up.
Well, and they kind of like smile at you. It's good to see a fellow hunter. I'm sorry about before. I respect your clan very deeply. You guys are true masters of the craft.
Dipper says, "Oh, absolutely, no offense taken. Listen, if you ever need anything, I'm not hard to find."
And like she's gonna go ahead and like puzzle, and she's gonna like tap back on her piece of paper that says like, "Who are you?" Because she doesn't know your name.
No, he
I
already
already said my name.
I never heard Dipper. You just said
I heard Dipper.
I'd never heard that, so I'm sorry. All I heard
okay.
was I thought it was really weird. That's why I was like, and then it like you literally you said nothing, and then you said like I'm from all over the place. I'm like, huh? Did I ask the wrong question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dipper says, "Well, it looks like you need to get going. I should head back."
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it was really nice meeting you, little feller. I actually knew some of your people a while back, but I'm sure no relation. I think you guys got a big clan or whatever, right?
Dipper says, he kind of starts to walk back, but he says that and then he turns around and walks back to him and he says, actually, yeah, but what all have you heard?
Nothing. I've worked with some of your friend or your family, I guess. You guys are kind of there's a lot of you, I guess, but do you know who Kindro is? Kindro?
Dipper,
I forget.
Dipper just kind of like
And
stares
Lila?
at him.
I met them too,
Dipper just
but that was
Dipper.
about a year ago.
Holy
Year and a
shit!
half.
Dipper just kind of stares at him stone-faced.
Yeah, they were here in Redwall, you know, or they were in Redwall and around there. They were looking for something, I think.
Other Desperados in Redwall?
Yeah, you know, he looks. Don't you know? Aren't y'all tight? He kind of looks at you, and Hush kind of zooms in you. What?
Dipper says,
"What are you hunting?" He kind of like looks ponderously at you.
Dipper says, "Oh yeah, of course.
You cut out there for a second for me.
Oh, sorry. Dipper says, "Absolutely. I shouldn't really discuss family conflict, but do you know what they were looking for, perhaps?"
Yeah, they said they were looking for this like little thing or something.
Little thing.
Yeah, they were speaking in that your stupid Leodelphian accents. I don't know, but like little cub or something, like something hunting something, I guess. I don't know. We just kind of passed by each other at a bar, and I was I'm never out drunk, but I can't admit that was a little bit intoxicated. And like Vex kind of rolls her, or not Vex, Hush rolls her eyes. Vex appears.
We found her, guys.
Woo!
Season over.
Okay. And as you guys are kind of standing there, you guys are kind of standing there in the cold, like, and so right now it's like foggy and overcast, and there's like melting snow all around you. You guys feel like the gush of like cold wind, and the smell of the sea as you guys are slowly kind of getting closer to the sea as you get near Tentcity. They kind of look at you both. Well, it was mighty fine meeting you. Hush here and I will probably see you at some point soon. I guess. I don't know. Hopefully we'll get to work together someday.
Absolutely. We'll meet again. Thank you. And Dipper pulls his face mask up and walks back away, kind of just staring at the ground.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So you guys kind of get back together as the caravan kind of gets kind of chugging along. Yeah. And you guys are left alone on the road walking towards Tentcity. Anything else anybody wants to do?
I guess as we're walking, Sirius is just gonna kind of look to Uhtred And he says, "She seemed to take a strange interest in your uniform. Almost
Yeah.
feels like something big happened
Yeah,
with
you know.
Redguard."
You wait. I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna stop in my tracks, and I'm gonna like turn to him and go, "Yeah, I mean, I haven't really gotten military updates, but seems like there was a pretty big defeat last year, and they're
Hmm.
probably wondering why I'm not heading north towards the war."
Well, hopefully that's all it is.
Oh, what's going on here?
Waiting on DM.
Okay.
Oh, we're going to a new map.
So,
Yeah.
is everybody ready to progress, or are we still talking?
I'm ready.
Yeah, we're good.
Let's go.
Okay. So, you guys stay on the road for probably another day and a half, and you guys get nearer and nearer to the sea, and you're kind of smelling the kind of that salt in the air as you approach, and the cool kind of winds that come off the ocean. And so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and we're going to go to here, and we're gonna drag you guys over. Let me go ahead and drop your players. Give me a second. Okay, there you guys are. Let me disconnect.
Oh, there.
Eagles.
Go ahead and disconnect the bot. Okay. Let me just. So yeah, there you guys go. You guys go ahead and travel, and you guys are probably about what you assume to be about 3 or 2.5 days outside of or really
Tentcity.
also let's say 2 days outside of Tentcity. Cool.
Is this building, is that fair game, or?
Yeah, you can see what you can see.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
definitely.
look at that building and kind of turn to the group and go, let's go see if that's an inn or something. We've been on the road for quite a while.
Yeah, it's getting dark. Gotta find some place to rest.
Okay, so you guys, can everyone stop for a second? Can everyone make me a perception check?
Oh boy.
Sure.
Can I use Sonocrat, my echolocation, to assist?
Yep, you can. That will cost you an ichor.
Ah, no, I will. Let's try.
What was the auto succeed?
1, 2, 3, 4,
Auto
5,
Seven?
6.
Auto
7.
succeed is 8.
Oh,
Oh,
8.
I had 8, but I got 7, so.
Level 1.
Well, when in contested
level 3.
perception, okay. So hold on. Who got a 4?
I got 7.
Oh, you got
Am I?
Oh wow! Oh my
Is it-
gosh!
Is the buff game time or real life time?
It is game time, and so it is already expired. But by this point, you would have already recuperated all of your ichor.
Okay.
Oh, can I
So-
recuperate all my life
Also,
Yep.
I can't.
So hold on, stop. Hold on. Everyone's got to stop. We gotta do things in order. So Uhtred, you went ahead. You got a 7. Did anybody else get a 4?
Hold on. I haven't made my roll yet.
Okay.
I can't move my
Token.
You gotta
Okay.
click on it.
Make sure that you have permissions here. This one doesn't have your permissions. There's been some
Oh,
weird
damn.
things. You should have permissions now, Dipper.
There we
Let me
go.
know. Let me know
Yeah.
if you got permissions.
All good. Thank you.
No problem. Okay. I'm gonna clear these from the board for right now, but I think if you want to make your perception check real quick.
I did. I got it.
Okay. 1, 2. Okay, cool.
You got a 6.
So between you two, the Reflex boys,
Yeah.
you guys, as you guys are walking, actually, Hugh, do you guys all have torches on? I'm gonna turn off torches. If you don't actually have a torch,
Can I use my party trick?
yep. So you can, or it's not. It's called a wonder.
Oh yeah, can I use my wonder? Sorry.
Yep, so you're
I'm gonna
just-
use my wonder light.
You're just illuminating light. Dustin, do you have a torch?
I can turn on my night vision as a trick, right?
Not as a trick. It's level 1 buff. But if you're
Can
specialized,
Can I do that?
Sure.
I haven't 8 in Falcon.
Oh yeah,
sure.
you can auto. You can auto. I mean, it's literally like the first level is the night vision.
Yeah, so he just turns that on once it starts getting dark.
Okay, so yeah, if you want to go ahead and put a torch on to say you have night vision, that's fine.
I'll do night vision as well because I have an 8 for my Fieldcraft roll.
Okay.
That cost a knicker.
Yep.
Okay.
Just one. Okay. So yeah, you guys are able to kind of look out, and between Uhtred and Dipper, and Uhtred, I should have actually given you a little bit of a. Actually, but you had your light up, so that's fine. You two would have heard movement from within this building as you guys approached, and as you guys kind of look towards it, you kind of get a sense that something is moving around in there. A lot of something.
Can I go ahead and transform?
Yeah, so you can go ahead and make a blessing roll on yourself.
Can I do the?
So it's as you don't transform, Uhtred. You bless yourself.
Oh, blessing. Is that just my my miracle, my Brightkin roll, or is that purely the blessing?
It's purely a blessing.
Can I make a polycraft roll?
Yep, you absolutely can. Okay, one second, let's do this in order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so do you want to go ahead and burn all 5 Ichor, or?
No.
Okay, do you have the thing pulled up?
Just, give me 1 sec. I want to go ahead and just do the buff to reflex.
Okay, no, but that's level 4, so that's going to burn 4 light.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Okay, because you could have if you go right above that, you get.
I'm trying to find the dock. Sorry, I had it bookmarked somewhere and I don't know.
It's on your sheet. It's linked on your sheet.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Seeing that.
But you can get if you do level 5, you get angelic wings. You actually get a little bit of flight movement.
Ooh.
Do you want to fly a little bit?
Yeah, I might want to fly.
Okay, but it's gonna burn. So you burned. That's gonna burn. I don't know much. Do you have enough?
I have 9 light.
Yep, so you can burn it. I'll last for an hour.
Hold on. Yeah, that's good for me. Yeah, I'll burn all 5.
Oh, I'm sorry. And also, by the way, guys, glowing actually does. So it depends now. So if you just want to do like the little hand flashlight thing, that is a party trick.
That's what I was doing.
But if you actually, but now you instantly get it. So right now at a level 5 buff, you get. So you're glowing like luminously right now in a 20-foot radius. You have a mining healing factor going. You get a +1 to a skill of skill, and it could be any skill for you. It doesn't have to be a physical one. What do you want it to be?
It doesn't have to be a physical one. Let's see.
It can.
Can I go ahead and I will take.
You can't buff things above your like threshold.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go ahead and buff Radiance to 2.
Okay, that's fine. Actually, no, that's not a skill. That's a magic skill. There's slightly different.
Never mind then.
You can do anything. You can do like any of your core skills and any of your vocational skills that are not in your magic tree.
Then I will go ahead and buff my medium sword to 2 to match my skill level on guard.
Easy. There you go. Yeah, you can do that.
All right. Destin is going.
And wait, hold on, real quick. Do you want strength, reflex, or intelligence?
I want reflex.
Okay, there you go.
Of course.
Cool.
All right, Destin, seeing that Uhtred is like getting ready for something, he's gonna like notice that. And give him a nod,
like actually, would you ask like because do you say anything like, hey, what's going on, or like, come on, like do some RP, guys?
Yeah.
All
right,
so.
Yeah, Destin's gonna look.
Just because we went to a battle map, come on, just please.
Destin's gonna say, what's got you spooked?
I don't know. Maybe it's that we've been on the road for so long in that winter, but I get this eerie feeling about this building, and then hearing movement inside, but no light, nothing. I don't know. That doesn't exactly bode well.
Fair point. Destin's gonna start buffing up.
Okay, go ahead, and we're gonna be more efficient about this. But from now on, you guys can actually link that part of the PDF to your like thing, so you have that stuff always ready to go for your polycraft. Like you can literally link that part of the PDF polycraft as that thing, so you can click on. We'll do this after the game. Maybe it'll be easier.
Okay, sorry, that's my bad.
Yeah. So what do you want?
Destin got a 4, so I'm gonna give myself +1 strength. And I'm gonna give myself a +1 to my whatchamacallit.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I want it to be dark.
Oh God, that's scary.
That makes it so much better.
want it to be dark.
That's so scary. I'm gonna give myself a +1 to my strength and a +1 to my
There we go. I want it to be dark.
Yeah,
Nice and
I'm gonna give a
spooky out.
+1 to my athletics temporarily.
Okay, sounds good.
Narrator, I got a 3 on my polygraph roll, so I'm gonna use a destiny point to do the reflex
Sounds good.
buff.
Sirius is
so-
buffing. He'll conserve his resources.
So you got a 4. So you doing the reflex, and what's your other or what's the other skill you're taking?
Me?
Yep.
That's what I was gonna ask actually. But it's okay. I'm going to take oh lord.
You can take any
Stealth.
stealth. Yeah, easy. None. Take it.
Actually, oh god, climb.
Okay, sounds good. Cool. You took climb. Okay. Sirius, what were you doing?
Actually, you know what? I will try to get stealth.
Okay, so go ahead and make me.
Polygraph roll?
Are you gonna just specialize?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you instantly get stealth.
Okay.
Nacrio is going to choose not to buff.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay, so yeah, cool. You guys are buffed up. Hold on, I want to change my. I actually don't like this as much. It was better the other way. I want it to be default sky, but I want it to be dark.
Dark.
Yeah, it's too dark. There we go. That should be better.
Oh, that's even more. That's even more scary. So, I guess I'm gonna kind of look at Dipper. I'm gonna actually.
Why is it?
I'm gonna look at Dipper and kind of like tell him to come in closely, like motion for him to come up here so I can whisper to him.
Yeah, Dipper complies.
Look, I don't really trust what's in that house. I want you to like stealth up and try to see if you can see something, as I can kind of keep it distracted from the front with the light, whatever's in there.
Dipper nods and then is going to stealth.
Should I come along? I could be
Yeah,
pretty stealthy as well.
up
Yeah,
to
I
the
wanna-
house.
Things go stealth.
Yeah, you two go look, and then I'm gonna like look at the rest of the party and kind of go, us three, we can distract him from the front.
Where is the? Oh, okay, I see it. Okay, yeah, Dipper is going to go sort of. Oh God, wrong
I'm
one.
gonna tell him
Sorry.
to like wait until he's out of the outcast. I'm gonna like wait till us three get up to the front, so you're out of the shadow of the lights.
Okay, so
Move.
go ahead and mark out your movement of the people that are stealthing up using the. So this is a really cool feature now, guys. Hit M. Go ahead and pick 1 or 2 rather. 2 is your this thing, right? And you can go ahead now, and when you set down a measurement, if you right-click your measurement, you can hit convert into ruler or AOE marker. So in combat, that's what we're going to start doing in order to know like where we're moving. But you can also simply just go ahead for right now and just mark where you want to move.
How do you rotate the camera angle?
I hold my middle mouse.
It's the center.
Yeah.
Hold your middle mouse button.
I don't. My mouse died. I'm just using my touchpad.
I do not. Let me see if I can
It's
do it. on my
Q and
If
E,
you
Q and
hold
E, Q and E, Q and E.
If you hold
Okay.
Alt and left click, you can.
Or you right click and just move.
Q and E works.
Q and E, and then
Hey, how-
Zami is right too.
How does this? How do you do the thing again? How does this work? What's going on here?
What are you trying to do?
How do you do the AOE marker thing?
So if you go, you have to set it, and then you set it, and then you right click. So once you set it, you right click one of the little dots, and you hit convert to AOE marker.
That doesn't work for me.
It does. It'll just take a second.
Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, I'm right clicking it and it's not working.
Right click where it
Nothing comes up.
started. Right click where it started.
Yeah, it's not working. I think only you can do it or something.
Are you
can
sure
try
that's?
it?
I can.
When I right click it, it just focuses on the point.
Yeah, same.
Maybe it's just me, and that's fine because you guys technically don't need. I can set up your AOE's for you, but you technically guys don't need.
Yeah, I think
what's
it's
going.
GM. I think it's GM.
That's fine. That might be a. I wonder if I
Okay.
have permission I can turn on. But let's keep going.
Okay.
So I can't really see what's going on, but I think I see that there's like a window over here
Yeah, I can't really see any.
That's
And
intentional.
then there's like a door on the side, maybe.
So we can go ahead and say, because you guys have dark vision, I'm going to slightly increase the saturation here. Hold on a second. So we'll say that. Oh, now it's
Thank you so
really
much.
bright. Now
Wow.
it's super bright. Hold on, I don't want
I
it this
can
bright.
see
It's dark for me.
everything.
There-
Wait,
Vision
it
activated.
either goes from like super. Oh, fuck it. Okay, well, you guys do have dark vision technically, so we'll let this go.
Okay.
That's where the
Um,
group that's heading with me is gonna like move in that direction to the front.
Technically,
we hear
Uhtred
it?
can't see this, which sucks.
That's fine. I just told. That's
Okay.
why I told them to go stealth ahead. I'm just walking
Yeah.
on the path with my light to distract.
Alright, so Sirius will kind of turn to Dipper and say, well, if you're good at climbing, maybe that window over there is good. I guess we could split up, one go through the door, the other through the window.
I want.
Dipper. Yeah, Dipper nods. Uh. Okay. So as we get closer, can we discern anything about the noises that we're hearing?
You can when you get there.
Okay.
So Uhtred is gonna continue along his path with the light
Why?
this
Huh.
way.
It's being so mean. I'll
This
go right
way.
there. It
Lights
doesn't
out.
it doesn't like to behave.
This is where once
We're
Uhtred is
just
at his
standing
movement,
here
There
for
we go.
multiple days.
Yeah,
Once Uhtred-
something's got to happen, guys.
once Uhtred's at his movement with whoever wanted to come, I suggested that Destin and Fanakir come with the light group, and we let the two stealth boyos go do their stealth thing. Cause I'm still glowing, so with my party trick.
Dipper says we'll signal, and then he moves.
Okay, we'll do
This
that.
is where
Sirius
I will end up at my movement.
is going to very quietly approach the stairs to this house, and he's just gonna like crouch down, peek around the corner.
Okay, sounds good.
And,
So we'll do this in
see
order.
what's
So
inside.
Uhtred, did you already move?
This is where I'd end up.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you can move. No, that's completely okay. So you go ahead and move over there. Can I have everybody that's moving forward make me a stealth check? If you are trying to stay stealthy.
I was not trying to be stealthy. I was trying to distract for the stealth.
Okay,
boyos.
cool. Okay, so
Yeah.
we'll say the stealth boyos get there first, though, since they went off first. So would Sirius and Dipper please make me stealth checks?
All right, I believe.
And
this
let me
is
roll
7
my
plus
stealth
1.
check. Or my perception check.
Oh wow.
Um,
Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
god.
You both rolled so bad.
Okay, let me roll. I gotta roll.
that was a lot
Yeah.
of ones.
Stealth
Well,
boyos, my ass.
A 1 and a
Can't do
2.
anything
Holy
about
cow.
that.
Okay, well, they don't roll very good, so.
I probably would have been stealthier.
I can't.
So what were the two rolls? You got a 1. There was a 1 and a 2.
Yeah. I'm gonna use a destiny point to make it a 2.
Well, hold on.
I'm leaving it as a 1.
Okay, so Sirius has a 1. Dipper, you're gonna spend a destiny point.
Wait, I thought Sirius had a 2. Wait, did I have a 2?
1.
Sirius has a 1. You guys both have a 1. It looks like.
Oh, so yeah, I'm gonna roll a destiny point to make it a 2.
Okay.
I
So
don't
then
see
go
a
ahead and
reason to
move
spend
up.
it, so.
So Sirius, you go ahead and move up to your spot over here at the door.
Yep,
Dipper,
scratching,
where were
looking.
you moving?
I can't move my. Okay, never mind. Now I can.
That's right.
I'm moving to the window.
Okay, over here.
Yeah.
Okay, so what order were you guys going in?
Well, what I kind of was saying was stealth.
Simultaneous.
Like as I'm moving, the stealth boyos are moving, but I'm being like noted. Like I'm not trying to stealth. I'm trying to keep distraction off of the people moving up with my light, because I figured whatever in would like pay more attention to the obvious threat than the people trying to be stealth boyos. So I'm not being stealthy at all. I'm just trying to distract.
Okay. So then, Uhtred, you kind of come up. They hit there first. So, Dipper, you go ahead and you get up to this window here, and you're crouched down. And as you look in, you look inside and see a bunch of huddled, shivering figures with fungi growing out of their heads, in this dark room together. And
fuck no.
And as Sirius, as you round the corner with your bad defender wins, you trip on the snow and land on your face, and you make a big clatter in front of it, and the things inside jerk their heads towards you, and you're as these things begin rushing out of the building. Okay, we're in
Turn
combat.
order.
Let's go turn order.
Darius is gonna just shout spore.
Ooh,
Okay.
Destin and I.
Wait, hold on. Everyone quiet. Who's got 3 reflex?
I do.
Me.
Okay. Would
Do
you guys roll
want
off?
me and Different to roll off?
Yep.
Yeah.
With
10.
D20.
I got a 10.
All right.
Okay. Dipper.
Are you fucking
Okay.
serious?
Who's got 2?
Nice.
Who's got 2 reflex?
I think
I
that
don't
means
think
no one.
anyone else.
Who's got 1 reflex?
I do.
Who's got 0 reflex?
I do.
That would be me.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Let's roll off.
The real hero.
Screw you.
Ooh.
Screw
See
you.
here.
Hope you die.
4.
So for Nacro's above, hold on. I want to do something real quick.
Do I need to roll off against spore monsters or?
Yep. Hold on. I am getting to that. Oh no, you don't need to roll against spore monsters. You're faster than them.
Pinacrio's token.
I'm so happy.
Let me
I
roll
look
for-
pretty.
Awesome.
That's going into the sea. They got a 7. Okay, so they are the lowest. Okay, and then anybody got a negative? No. Okay, I think we're good to go. Cool. So, its first turn order is going to be Uhtred. Uhtred, you are over here. And also, let's just real quickly, just for the sake, I'm going to say you guys walked up a little bit behind this tree, just so this isn't annoying.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what I heard Sirius yell spore before it started. I'm going to like grab because I believe I still have. Let me look at my.
Also, there's supposed to be
have,
more in here, actually. I think I moved some somewhere else. Go ahead.
Shouldn't it be the people lowest first?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Spore
Oh, yeah,
Infected.
sorry,
They're
sorry.
going to rush out and charge the first thing they see in front of them. So
oh
they
God,
are.
this serious.
So they are doing this, and I will go ahead and set that to convert battle map rule. So the first thing they literally can run to, they're going to run at with their movement. That's their only thing they're going to do. So right now, this looks like it's serious.
Okay, is that as far as I can move?
So they can move. Actually, I'm sorry. This one can move here. So actually, none of these ones up here. There are actually supposed to be more zombies in here. I moved them somewhere else. So there are supposed to be 3 other ones here. 1 second. I swear, I moved them somewhere else. So let's go ahead and reveal. Because I wanted this place to be jam-packed.
What up, dog?
Boom. And this, man, it keeps grabbing the wrong thing. Gosh dang it, why is this not doing what I want it to do? Why won't this behave? I love fighting the... Okay, well that one just does not want to be revealed, so he's not going to be revealed. You're only fighting 2 more zombies.
Okay.
Cool.
That's nice.
So no, these 2 up front will be able to make it. These only have 30 feet of movement. So I'm going to say these 2 up front here, they're going to make it to you. But not these ones in the back. They're going to go their full movement and try to make it to you. Okay, cool. And so everything in here is going to begin funneling out, and they're just going to use their movement speed to move up. And I will just... Anything in front of them, that's what their directive is. And they are charging. Destin, what would you like to do?
Hearing the shout out of spore, Destin's gonna immediately just he's gonna be pretty spooked. Wait, wasn't Destin up here?
Nope, you were over here.
No, Destin was up here. He was behind Uhtred. I'm sure
Yeah, I
of
said all 3 of them were following me.
Oh, okay.
That was.
That's when you guys got to move up your characters.
that.
Okay,
Fine.
I was
All
right here by this tree.
Okay, so you can be by the tree.
Alright,
Cool.
Destin, hearing spore, and well, obviously you can rationalize where it's coming from. He's gonna draw his longbow as he scoots over to the side. Oh wait, here. How do I use? I gotta use the marker. 1 second. He's gonna scoot over to the side. He's gonna scoot over to back here because he's faster now because he got his athletics bonus. And he is going to take aim at the house and shoot the first enemy that comes out of it.
Sounds good, Finacrio. Zammy, you might be muted. You are muted.
That's so awkward for me.
Wait,
On the rule book.
it's gonna be a focus shot.
Okay, so focus shot means you can't move,
Oh, okay. So yeah.
and you can only
okay.
shoot once. So if you want to shoot him repeatedly,
Yeah, he's gonna shoot. Yeah, he's gonna shoot repeatedly then.
okay.
I should be able to shoot twice, I think.
Mhm.
All right, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Finacrio?
Okay. Funakuro is going to move over here.
Okay.
He is going to do a standard range shot.
Yep.
And another thing, when I look at some of these spellcrafts, it says like melee capable false. So that means I couldn't even do a melee roll, right?
Yep.
With
So
them?
I think I did that for Sonocraft, which because it didn't make sense that you can melee with sound,
Unfortunately.
with shouting.
He's just gonna. He's just gonna yell at their faces while moving his face like, oh,
All screaming.
exactly. Green punches.
I'm just gonna do a standard Sonocraft, and I'm gonna aim at the 2 spore attacking Sirius.
Okay. Cool. Sirius, what are you doing?
I guess there's 3 people attacking me.
No, I'm sorry. This one here needs to be gone. That one will not reach you in time. I've marked the ones that are going to reach you this turn.
Okay. If it's just 2 attackers, how strong do they look?
They look like zombies.
Like zombies. So, I guess not that smart and potentially weak.
It looks can be
I'm guessing
deceiving.
They're gonna be tough as fuck.
They look like normal people that have been infected by the spore. It's going to vary on their bodies, but these 2 look to be your average run-of-the-mill people.
Okay. If they're charging, Sirius is just gonna... How far are the other ones moving up?
They're going to move their maximum movement speed. You can tell that this one is going to get to only here, so he's not going to be within range of you. So that's the of the ones that are the closest. That one's going to make it the furthest. So of the ones that aren't going to hit you, that one's going to make it the furthest to there. But he won't be within range to hit you.
Okay. Sirius, yeah, he's gonna brace, but he's gonna be ready to run next turn.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Dipper.
Dipper, how hard would it be to climb over from up here onto the roof right here from this little guardrail?
I'm gonna say that would probably be a level. It's a pretty big jump up there. That's like 12 feet up in the air jump. I'm gonna say, LB, you have stuff to climb on. I'd say it's a level 3 specialized.
Okay. I'm going.
You are
to,
stealthed, by the way, I should say, and there is a window right here, which technically I think you were small enough to squeeze through. So, and there's also this loop around the back here. But those are your options.
Yeah, I'm going to. Does the roof look sturdy enough to hold me?
You cannot see the roof from the ground.
Like I can't even see like the sides of the roof.
Well,
like,
where you
what
are
it's made
standing
of?
right now, you can't see anything, so you'd have to.
Well,
move.
but like I know, but like when I was walking up, I couldn't see it.
It looks
And I do
like
have night vision.
It looks like a thatch roof. You know that's basically just it's basically they take like straw and stuff and they layer the top of the house with it. So
Okay,
if there's support beams under there, then yes. But if it's just that, then you might fall through. You don't know.
Okay. Also, would I know about Spore?
Absolutely. Everyone knows about Spore. No more questions.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Dipper's going to stealth around back, and go through the door, and Dipper is going to draw
stealth
his,
around the back. Can you mark your movement?
Yeah. Dipper is going to
Okay, so you will have to make a climb check, just so you know.
Yeah, that's okay.
And if not, you
how
fall.
hard is it?
I'm gonna say that actually looks pretty. I'm gonna say that's a level.
No, I'm just gonna.
That can
I'm
also be a
stealthing through the
jump.
window.
You're
I'm
just
stealthing through the window.
There you go. That's the smart move.
And once he gets inside, he's going to find somewhere, maybe stairs, maybe a table, something where he can take cover and be stealth, and he's going to draw his crossbow
Okay, sounds good.
and be shooting the spory boy.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. Uhtred.
So my first question is, how far can I fly?
So with
I
your
was looking at the book and I didn't see anything.
so your base, nope, it's there. It's at the top. There's base flying movement speed now, and it is 60 base flying. Though, so you can you can't fly inside of a building though.
I'm not trying to fly into the building. Okay, so the first thing Uhtred will
So
do
it's
is
base
fly
it's
onto
base
the...
60, and then I believe it's the normal. You normally add everything else on top of that.
Okay. Well, that's fine. Uhtred was just going to fly up here, wait for the monsters to reveal themselves out, like, at all, seeing any of them come out the door. He was going to radiate, or use radiance to shoot them as soon as they come out.
Okay, sounds good. Cool. So, turn order stop. So, Uhtred is going to go ahead and with his wing, you guys see is like, and Uhtred, like, this is the first time
I've never
you've
done this before.
You've done this in your dreams, but you've never done this in real life, and you just, like, it's instinctive as these wings just burst out, and they're like these, like, it's these wings of pure light energy as you, like, shoot up, and it's like this burst of light as you shoot up to here. And you go ahead and you look down, you have your palm out ready to shoot. Dipper, you go ahead and you crawl through the window here.
Do I need to make a check?
I'm gonna say based you already stealthed, you beat theirs, so for this, no. So you go ahead and crawl through.
No, I meant like we're climbing through the window.
Nah. I mean, it's we can sure level 1.
Sick.
Sure,
Okay,
level 1. It's common.
Okay, hold on. If I don't get this, I'm actually gonna kill myself.
Oh no.
Okay, I got it.
Nice. So you climb through the window easily. So you're inside the building, and you go ahead and hunker down in behind these stairs here. And you said you were waiting to shoot them in the back.
Yeah, and I also just wanted to like see my what I was dealing with, and I wanted to find cover
Okay. So
where
you
I
found,
can stay still.
but you did say you were gonna shoot, so you're gonna shoot them in the back. So, but that'll happen later. So Sirius, you're there standing. Next goes, but you're already standing. Finacro, you go ahead and are going to make your attack. Where are you? You go to here. Okay, Finacro, do you have range to hit them in there?
I go at that other point, the 34.7.
Okay, sorry about that. So you're right here.
I should have range, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Um,
I'm
Should
gonna
I?
say from that
You want me
angle
to
right
do it?
there, you are shooting through Sirius. So be careful.
Oh, he didn't tell me to cover my ears.
You're
Let's
fine.
hear your serenade. Good old
They
Pinocchio.
are gonna get cover if you're having to shoot around Sirius.
Oh,
Because I'm looking right now, and am I crazy, or are you like literally trying to shoot right through Sirius? You are.
it's a
It may like graze my head a little, but
I'm looking on my stream like, yeah, if you can't clip the right edge, or else you're gonna clip Sirius. So they're gonna get a little bit of, they're gonna get half cover. Okay. Cool.
that's fine.
Go ahead and make your
And
shot.
then I would be. Oh well, I didn't declare it, but if I did declare it, I'd be able to use Falcon as my
You
vocation.
did not declare it, unfortunately. Actually, yeah,
If I
you didn't declare it. So yeah, just go ahead and roll.
If I did, would I be able to?
Yeah.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll. I'm gonna go ahead and make their rolls. They actually just get an acrobatics versus this, so they go ahead and get this. They get 2, both of them. Actually, I'll roll for both. I'll give you the statistic advantage. Okay, 1 6. So this first one gets 2. The other one gets 0. What did you get?
I got 4.
Okay, let me 1 second here. I'm gonna go ahead and scroll briefly to go to the. I just want to make sure that I have the cover right. Half cover gets +2 defense. So this first one, you go ahead, you shoot your thing because you're trying not to clip Sirius. You're gonna go ahead and shoot off and miss this because you're trying to overcompensate. So as this one comes up, he is going to go ahead and make the Sirius hucking hit. This one, on the other hand, how he's moving up, you are going to go ahead and clip him. You get a level 2 victory on him. What would you like to do?
Okay. I would like to deal a medium injury
Okay.
as I aim my sound towards his head.
Okay, so as this one's running forward here, it goes ahead and you're gonna clip it in its skull, and you hear this like horrifying shriek as it ripples. You see this pulse of like just pure shockwave energy smash him in his head and like break off a giant chunk of this mushroom in a fraction of his skull, but he's still up on his feet. He has a -2 injury. Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay. Next to go would be Dustin. Dustin, you can go ahead and make your shots. Technically, these guys haven't moved yet, but that's fine.
2 shots against the tail, so I just try to roll separately for each.
No, it's all, remember, one combat roll.
All right, let's see.
And they've already rolled their their acrobatics.
What about my held action?
They never have stepped outside yet. You can't see them from up there.
But their markers are right on Sirius.
No, but they're not.
rifle's covering them.
You ask them to shoot when they step outside and you're serious. From your vantage point there, I can't see anything.
I can see that marker though, actually on Sirius. Wouldn't that be where they end up?
That's when they get there. They haven't reached there yet.
Okay.
They go
Fair
after
enough, fair
Destin.
Okay, fair enough.
Rolling this. There you go.
And technically, they're gonna move to whatever adjacent square. That's just a marker.
1,
That's fair.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, 6. Okay, that's versus both of them. So this one up here, he got a 2. Since, and actually, technically, they're still in here. They haven't never moved yet. So, where's your position? Your position is much more. You don't take any. You don't take any problem because you're not shooting through anybody. So, what was your number, Grant?
I got a 6.
Okay, wow. So yeah, this one on the right, you're gonna hit first. You're gonna go. He had a level 2, so you bring that to level 4. This is a. Actually, and real quickly, Zammy, I'm gonna reduce down your last attack with a strength point. So that was only level 1.
Got it.
Okay, so this one on the right, Grant, you get a level 4 victory. What would you like to do?
Rage attacks can do all the same things melee attacks can do, right?
Nope.
Right. Okay.
You can just do a what's it called?
Yeah,
A level 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I shoot him in the chest, like
Okay.
right up, like upper collarbone, right near the neck, just.
Okay, so you
there.
see as this arrow pierces deep within this thing as it shrieks in anger, and this is a level 4, you said?
Yes.
Okay, it's going to use one of its strength points to reduce that down to level 3, and then it seems very resistant to piercing damage for some reason.
All right.
And it's going to be a level
well,
2.
That's not good. So, well, the other
Okay.
shot is going at the other guy.
Yep, and so it's a 6
going-
versus a 0.
So it's going straight for the skull. Just.
Okay, and I believe it can't reduce its strength anymore. It gets a level 1 resist, which is still level 5. How do you want to do this?
It's just a clean shot. It goes straight through the head, right into the open eye hole right there. Just right into the brain. Just drops instantly.
You see this big, powerful bow shot as you pull it back and boom, and it just pops his skull, and he just is gonna go ahead and go like stiffen up and fall to the ground.
Yeah. Destin draws another arrow, knocks, and says, "Get the hell back!"
Okay, next to go is the
That's
actual
it.
spore monsters, so they're gonna move. So this one is going to make it up first and attack Sirius, which is gonna trigger his brace, and Jake, if he doesn't kill it, yours will go off as well. And all of these other ones are also going to be moving up. So this one gets
Talespire
moved.
crashed.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he can't make it to you in time. That's good for you. And so these are gonna pile up here. So he goes. I want him in this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he's blocked by his buddy. What you doing there, Finocchio?
Nothing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, what makes it here? And this one's gonna go. Oh, and this is gonna trigger a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dipper, this is gonna trigger your held action. You're shooting them in the back. How many engageable opponents do you have?
How many is it? Like, I know it's combat roll. How do I know
What-
how many I can
so
engage?
What's your combat roll?
So what kind of crossbow do you have?
It's a light crossbow.
Okay, so if you look on, just so everyone knows, if you look on your sheets, EO to the far right on your combat roll, that's engageable opponents, okay?
Oh.
Yeah, so you can do one with a light crossbow right now.
Oh, I can only do one?
Yep.
Okay, well then I'm gonna do a focus shot.
You can't do a focus shot and moved, and you already moved.
Oh, you're so right.
But
okay,
you don't worry. But you get stealth on this, so they can't like. You're gonna do a lot of damage. I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay, and it's also a barbed broadhead bolt.
Yep. I think I already calculated everything here over for you. So if you just want to go ahead and make that attack roll, they just don't get to resist. They get a default level 0. And you're gonna be targeting this one at the back here, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and he is going to get. He just has a level 1, so that's a level 4 victory. He's gonna use his strength to reduce that down to level 3. And you just want to shoot him?
Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot him in his like abdomen.
Okay, so you go ahead and you pull out your crossbow, and you just go. Once they all kind of disperse a bit, you just pick out the tail end. You go, pew, and you see as the crossbow rips deep inside of him. He is going to take a level 3. He is resistant to piercing. He's going to take a level 2. Okay.
8.
Cool. Sounds good. Okay. Turn order, I believe, resets. Spore infected. Oh, yeah, Uhtred, you get to go. So, Uhtred, from your vantage point, I'm going to say, even though technically you can't see anybody, I think it's fine if you, like, lean down and, like, look underneath and shoot with your hand, okay?
Yeah, I can only engage one, so I'm just going to do the closest one to Sirius.
I don't think you can engage just one.
You just put one, even though, isn't it just half your combat roll?
No, it should be, how many dice do you roll?
Normally 76.
Okay.
But I'm going to... But I'm buffed right now, so it's
it's for
8.
every 4. Yeah, so you can do 2 because for every 4 you get 2.
Mm-hmm. Then I want to go ahead and do 2.
Okay.
And then I would also get high ground, correct?
You would get high ground. Which ones would you like to target?
I'm gonna do here. Let me get my little ruler. I'm gonna do. Well, it won't let me do the ruler, but I'm gonna do the one directly in front, and then the one to the left if you're looking inward.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, go ahead. These ones I've already rolled. So this one on the right has a 2 to its reflex to dodge.
Okay.
So go ahead and make a shot.
So give me 1 second. So I'm rolling 8 plus 2. That's 10.
Nice. Using your high ground is smart.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9. Okay. So it's one on the right.
Yeah.
How do you want to do this?
So can I actually request to do something real quick? Won't let me. Can you switch it back to mine so I can request something cool?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm going to attack him with the red laser just straight down through the skull.
And you see, Sirius, as you're kind of standing in front here. Oh no, wait, hold on. I'm sorry. We got out of turn order. We never hit Sirius with these. I'm sorry, Jake. One second.
Okay.
Because these
That's
might the order might shift here. Because I don't think these ever
My
hit.
game like crashed.
Yeah, that's
so
why I
you
forgot.
have to admit me again.
Yeah. Are you okay? Let me grab you. There we go. Sorry about that. I was just trying to keep it moving. Okay.
You're good. You're good.
But don't worry, these ones are going to funnel forward no matter what, so you're going to hit somebody.
Yeah.
Okay, so this first one reaches you. Sirius is the only one that makes it to you this turn. You are braced. It is going to make its attack roll. It does have an already -2 injury, so it is going to go ahead and make its
and
roll.
And it was charging, so
it was charging.
Wins. 1, 2, 3, 4, level 6.
Okay, this thing only rolls a 1. So it got a level 1. Oh, because you injured it. It's it's a normal person with no weapons.
So it's a level 5, basically.
Yeah, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 4 versus a 1. You get a level 3 victory. What would you like to do?
Sirius is going to do a low sweep, chopping off both his legs and then kicking his torso back.
So with a level 3 victory, I don't think you can dismember.
A level 3?
Yeah, because you got 1, 2, 3, 4 versus it's 1. So you got so 4 versus 1 is
plus
a 3.
Plus 2 wins because it's charging.
Oh, correct. Yep. Yeah, whatever you want to do then. It's a death blow. Cool. Yeah.
Chop off its legs.
Yep.
Kick its torso into its rend.
And it just
might not be that effective,
flops back on the ground as it like spins out, and you see like this white, like icky, like whitish blue blood spill across the ground as it's just like spazzing on the ground as it's bleeding to death on the ground. Okay, cool. These can't move any further, but Jake, you do still get your attack off against this guy on the left.
Yeah,
the other
I'm gonna
guys
kill
can't
that
make it
guy.
out.
That's
Yeah,
okay, I'm gonna kill that
how
guy.
do you want to do it? Because
1, 2, 3, 4.
well, actually,
Yeah,
I should technically roll for it. It might. There's a
Roll
very
for it.
low chance it might survive. So let's see. Nope, it dies.
No.
How do you want to do it?
Yeah. You're just going to see like this brilliant like light come from Uhtred's hand, and it's going to pierce down through its skull, kind of shooting all the way down to the floorboard.
Nice. Okay, so you see, and it literally like just vaporizes a hole straight through the internal, like it's this long hole through the middle of this dead humanoid zombie now, and it is going to go ahead, mushroom zombie, and it flops to the ground. Cool. Okay, turn order now resets. I'm sorry. Okay, so these spore infected are going to go ahead and keep doing their thing. They are going to go ahead. This one can't charge because it isn't the distance, but it is going to move up and attack you. This one behind it is going to move up and attack the first thing it can see. It can charge because it has enough distance. This one behind here that just got shot, Dipper, you broke your stealth, so it is going to go ahead and turn to you and shriek and charge at you and try to infect you. Okay, Destin, what do you want to do?
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Destin's gonna move up, like about 15 feet, just get a little closer in case he needs to like rush in and actually pull one of the squishy ears out of there. And yeah, he's gonna fire off 2 more shots, one at this bald guy and the other at the woman.
Okay. Sounds good. Finacrio.
Wait, wait, is there, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Never mind, it's good. I'm good.
Finacrio.
Okay. How much are you moving
wait.
up, Destin?
Jack, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So my arrows are tipped with metal, right?
Yes.
Can I use Ferrocraft to assist and accelerate the arrows?
Technically yes.
I want to do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it.
That's a
Okay,
valid
good.
assist. That's cool and creative. You gotta say yes.
Alright, okay, I'm good.
Cool. Finacrio, what are you doing?
Destin, how much are you moving up?
Oh, though, Destin, that is gonna cost an Icar, though, just so you know.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool
Okay.
with that. I moved up about 15 feet. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I accidentally moved Destin instead of. Yeah, I accidentally moved Destin instead of making a line.
Actually,
Sorry.
real quick before I forget here, hold on, I gotta fix something. I forgot about something that's gonna happen this round. So you guys are gonna hear this gigantic shifting from upstairs, and Uhtred, the wall you're standing by is going to go ahead behind you. The roof here, right
Yeah.
here. This would happen. The spore turn is going to get ripped apart, and something
gross.
gigantic and massive is going to climb out and start fucking shit up.
Okay.
But you would
Yeah,
hear
we
that
need
something
one.
this is being ripped apart in here, and then also you would hear that man, they were supposed. It sucks. That's the one thing about there being duplicates. Like you can't copy them the same way. A bunch of more zombies are gonna come down those stairs. Approximately 3.
Oh boy. So we got one big fucker
Gosh
and
dang
one
it.
small one.
I swear to goodness, I had all these zombies laid out the way I want, but then I did something else on this on a different map, and I used the same things, and so it dragged. Because you have to make sure you copy them from now on. It's my bad. And so now that I've done this, I've probably already fucked up my thing in other parts of different maps. So great. Continue.
Okay.
So real quick, if you want to adjust, do you want to adjust your thing, Destin, or are you cool with your declared? Since that thing.
I'm cool if I declare. Well, I mean, so something big is gonna come out the roof.
Yep, and try to attack Uhtred.
And I guess I mean I don't know if I actually have an eye line. Let me check. Do I have an eye line from here? I mean, kinda. It depends on how big it is. But you're not really.
Yeah, it's up to you.
No wait, yeah, okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep my declare. I'm good.
Cool, sounds good. Finakra, you still good? Or actually, you never declared, did you?
I never declared. Okay, so with the spore attacking Sirius, if he moves, are they also going to follow him?
Yep, they're gonna go. They're chasing him.
Okay. So, and I go before the spore. Oh, okay,
Yep.
that's fine. Okay. So I am going to.
If you don't want to
And then
overcomplicate
one-
it, you can just say I'm gonna target like one of them and make my bubble so that it isn't gonna hit Sirius. Is because you can technically make it smaller if you want, though it does do less damage. Actually, no, you don't want to do that. Never mind.
I'm gonna move over here, and then I'm going to target my AOE on the far wall. This wall right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to. Oh, I'm losing my words. I'm going to move over there, target my AoE on that wall. I'm going to spend 2 acre on this, so about 25 feet.
So you're gonna upcast it, okay?
Yeah. And then I'm going to also scream while I'm moving. Move, get out of the way.
Move, bitch. Okay, that's your declared. I will go ahead real quick. What's your radius on your AoE?
25 feet.
Okay, just make sure then you do not move that bubble. Okay, that bubble stays. Okay, don't touch anything. Cool. Sirius,
Yes, sir.
it is your turn. What would you like to do?
All right, one of them's charging at me, right? And I have an AOE thing
Actually,
going on me.
both of these two. Yeah, this one here is charging. This other one is just walking and attacking because it doesn't have the distance. Uh-oh, Amy.
Okay.
Put it back. Here, actually, here's Amy. I'll make you an AoE marker. You said 25 feet?
I don't know how I made that marker.
Here, I'll do it.
I made it.
There. I said it. It's an AoE marker now.
Okay. Sirius is going to probably step back, obviously, outside of the range and be ready to do a strike.
Can I say I assist with Falcon?
Technically,
Because
didn't
you
declare
care
it
about
yet.
me?
I
Because you
wait.
care
I
about
did.
me?
I did technically let, but it wasn't his turn. Hadn't been over yet. Yeah, fuck it.
That's true. Okay.
Actually, charging needs to be in a straight line, right?
Correct. So if you got off kill, well, if it can't charge, yeah. So if you move to the right here, to where there isn't a like you hit the railing here, then yeah, it would be able to get to you.
Yeah, Sirius is gonna sidestep this way and be ready to just take care of one opponent with a regular roll,
Okay,
and then just preempt the charge.
Sounds
with the
good.
railing.
Sounds good. Okay. Dipper, so you're in this building that's about to explode. And you also don't know that it's about to explode.
Oh yeah, wouldn't he know though because he is higher in turn order than Spore?
He would hear what's it called? Go, get out of the
Move,
way.
get out of the way.
So you might know to get out of the building, but this thing is charging at you right now. You could also just hunker down. You don't. I actually, let's not like. I'm not gonna make you guys it's combat.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you know where the AoE is. It's fine.
You'd probably see Finocchio charge a sound barrier thing.
And you guys have fought together before. Yeah. You kind of know that. You know that you're probably gonna be okay here.
Yeah.
Just like I'm gonna say because you hear him going, he's gonna detonate. And though technically Finocchio as a player, actually that's an interesting thing. Nah, let's not overcomplicate this. It's combat. Come on. I'm not gonna be like you don't know this. Not right now.
How does the spore try to infect, and like how easy is it to not be infected?
If it bites you or draws blood, then you're infected.
Okay.
Or if you breathe in the spore.
Rad. Okay. So Dipper has his mask up. Dipper is going to hunker in the corner, right outside the AoE, and brace.
Okay, sounds
with
good.
With Fang and Talon.
Sounds good. Yep, and actually it makes sense that you would brace because you know it's charging, so it doesn't even break the logic. Uhtred, you were up top. You know something is about to break through, and we can preempt it a little bit. Hold on. This big fella right here, this gigantic. So you guys have seen spore carriers. This is a spore carrier that is moving.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly up. I can't move myself up, I don't think.
Here, I'm gonna give you flying.
Okay.
You are flying now.
I'm going to fly. I don't know. Hold on.
But you can't. You shouldn't move right now. You should just. Actually, it's fine. If you want to just hold yourself, Jake, and hold control, and then you can move yourself up and down.
I'm gonna move up about as high as I can, like about Let's go like right about here.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot at whatever breaks through, and then I'm going to kind of like retreat, like fly back a little bit, and then like get down on the ground.
Sounds good. Cool. Okay. So, turn order set. So, Uhtred, you hear the actual like physical building behind you creaking and groan as you're as all of this wood goes splintering around you as this thing begins to crawl out. It is this hulking mushroom monster, and it like you can see like there's just spore like leaking off of it, and you can see like this white bluish spore fill the air around it as it kind of like
Does it remind me of what I've seen in the crypt? Because I was the only one that saw that.
In terms of no, you saw something in your dream technically. But
no. I saw. Well, was it the dream? I saw it when I fought the spore with Kilroy.
Yeah, but you also saw something kind of like this in the dream that I think you're speaking of a spore evolved.
Yeah.
But this one does seem very mushroomy like the ones that you've seen. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's going to go ahead and crawl out here, and it is going to go ahead and it is going to attack you, and it is going to use spore shot, which is just naturecraft, but it is going to hit you. So we are going to have a contested shoot off here.
Big. Do I get high ground still?
You do get high ground from there.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yep. You are at a significant height advantage. So let me roll its dice. Let me go over to its sheet. No, I don't want spore infected. I want spore carrier.
And I'm going to use the preemptive destiny point as well.
Sounds good. So it is going to hit you.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, sounds good.
Let me take that off my sheet.
It is AoEing you.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, but it won't matter. The reason I didn't say it, it's not going to affect anybody else. It will next turn. It's going to like descend, but right now it's just AoE. So this is all up in the air right now. So it's going to center on you, and its radius is... Oh, I guess I didn't add it on this, but I know that for every 7 feet, it's 2.5. So at 6, I get 15, I believe. And then so it should be 17.2, or like roughly that. So it's going to go ahead, and it is going to throw up this gigantic spore shot at you. So it's versus you. Okay, so this is a contested. We roll our dice. Did you roll already?
Did I use a preemptive destiny roll? 1, 2, 3, 4.
You did?
I got 4.
Got a 4. Okay, it rolls 7d6. Jake, did you include your high ground?
I did.
That sucks. 1, 2. So it gets a 2 versus your 4.
4. Yep.
Okay. You get a level 2 victory.
Move. Get out of here.
Okay, I'm just gonna straight like shoot it at like center mass, hastily shoot it, and like I said, I was moving back on down on the ground.
Okay, so you go ahead. You are able to. Let me go ahead and set this. So it is going to go ahead and AoE, it should shoot at you, and because it's just straight versus straight, it's going to detonate. It is going to miss you with its initial shot, but you are still within its AoE radius. So you are technically going to get infected with spore if you breathe, but you haven't breathed yet.
No, I'm going to hold my breath, and then I finish my action with flying back and getting on the ground.
Where you never specified where you're going to fly. Next time you need to do that, but where did you want to fly to?
I was just gonna say like enough to just like go straight on the ground, so like nothing crazy, just like right there.
Okay, go ahead. You can go ahead and move yourself. It's your turn. So you did a. What did you do to this, Jake? A level 2 victory?
Yep, level 2.
Okay, so it is going to go ahead and reduce both of those by its strength. So it took no damage.
At least that's out of the way.
Okay, it's cool. Dipper, it is your turn. There is spore in the air right now. This is descending right now. This big shot from Finakri was probably going to disperse it, but there is spore in the air right now. Okay, cool. Dipper, it is your turn.
I do have my mask on.
Yep.
My face mask on, if that affects anything.
Kind of. Well, spore's pretty pretty tight. We'll see. Luckily it's all above you, and you're underneath this building. Okay. So this zombie is going to go ahead and charge, but it's not its turn yet. So first to go would be Sirius. Sirius, you go ahead and sidestep out here, right here. Get out of the way. Finakra, you want to go ahead and detonate your big shot. I'm going to go ahead and roll a group. Actually, I'll roll an acrobatics for each.
For my assist, do you want me to roll it all in the same roll?
Nope, two separate rolls.
Okay.
Okay, this one's already injured. This is about to be a big old detonation. So this first one gets a 1, and we're just gonna roll for all of them at once. So that'll count for all of them. Except for the one in the back who auto fails because he's already injured. So Zammy, that is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 plus 6 is 11. Minus 3 is 8. How do you want to do this?
Okay. So, wow, I'm good at this. Okay, so Finakra moves into position. He takes this deep inhale, and normally he, the little sound ball, like the ball of concussive energy, normally you can see it, but this time you can't, right? He just does this incredibly loud shriek, and just from that point in the wall, there is this big boom, as like these normal looking people that are now dead, infected, and spore just completely like shatter.
Yeah,
right?
It's like that scene in it's like at the end of Watchmen when like the not to spoil spoilers for Watchmen when Rorschach gets like vaporized. It's like that.
Yeah. And so like their limbs barely hanging on, they just fly off. Their body parts are flying everywhere.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you guys see this big boom as the building structure begins to creak and groan as these things are just torn apart, and it's like watching like just them being like shredded from inside here. And you guys feel this giant gush of wind burst out as the building structure begins to like sway back and forth. Dipper, you are in a building that is falling apart now. Okay. Cool.
Are we still?
We are still in combat. Dustin, there's nothing left to shoot. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can tell.
Spore infected. Okay.
I'm not mad at all. Not mad at all.
That is the end of their turns. Okay, so Zammy, can you get rid of your bubble? I'm gonna leave my bubble up for the spore.
For the time I would instead spend on Destin's turn, I was gonna say, Destin just looks like he's drawing back in the air, he's about to shoot, he's like, okay, I got this. Then the entire house just explodes. He's like, oh.
Oh no, here I go killing again.
It's just like, he just looks Finakra, he's like, good job. Finakra has the highest body count.
Oh, I even gotta say something actually though. These zombies would have moved down. I said they were going to. Hold on. This might be the most kills out of every. Let me see. Did they make it down in one?
Did you like roll an 11 or something? Like
yeah.
What?
11
1, 2,
8.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 6. It gets down to here. So I think it would have been. Let me redo your AOE. I'm trying to see what got vaporized. That would have gotten vaporized. Okay, this one would have died. Yeah, you can't deal with upcast magic. This one, he was here. I'm sorry, so it would have been 1, 2, 3, 4. He would have died. This one would have gone 1, 2, 3. I can't see now. 4, 5, 6. Now this one survived because your AoE isn't going to blast through the floor, it just breaks up the structure, but anything inside of that cavern got nuked. So only one zombie survived, but I think you just got 5 kills at once.
What?
I believe so, because these ones over here, you guys can't see them, but they came down the stairs. They were coming down to fuck up Dipper, but they got turned into dust.
Wow.
Actually, wait, I'm going to give this one right here. He wasn't all the way down the stairs. He had half cover. That's 2, so he would have taken level 7. You reduce it by a strength. That's 6. Minus 2 is that. He took a level 4, so he took a serious injury.
Would armor penetration change that, or?
Armor penetration does not go through cover.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Excellent. Yeah. So that was a 4.5. You basically, it was kind of 5 because you've critically injured one. He can't move anymore. But the guys, like, they're like, these are the weakest enemies in the game.
Okay, hey, you don't
My
need to downgrade my victory here.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, Jack.
Okay.
We'll
So
give him that.
this big one here. Okay, turner resets. The big boy. He's gonna come out and he is going to go ahead, step forward here to the top here, jump down, and he is going to go ahead after jumping down. He is going to put an AoE on the people he could see when he was walking out, which would be he's going to target Finacrio.
I am right here. I didn't move, and so if he's targeting me, I'm right here at this little mark.
You didn't move? Wait, what?
I just didn't move my character when I was supposed to.
Okay.
I'm actually here.
Oh, that's very important. Okay. Well, he's going to walk out. Well, he would have seen you detonate, and you're the biggest threat, so he's going to go ahead and jump down. Actually, nah, he's just going to mad lat it. He's going to jump down and center an AoE on... No, he'll do you. You're the biggest threat, so he's going to jump down. Actually, no, but that's going to fuck him up, because then he's in melee range. No, he's
in melee range for that thing.
He's going to step forward here, and he's going to go ahead and AoE off of here and shoot you, Finacrio, with an AoE.
Okay.
Actually,
what
even
AoE?
better than that, why even AoE, Jack? Why not just upcast?
No. We can do AoE.
Why not just upcast? Because AoE is nice if they're slow, but there's so many of you. So we're going to upcast a range, and I can target... If I upcast a ranged... Oh no, but I get high ground. Oh, I forgot. So yeah, we're going to upcast... Yeah, I'm going to upcast it a range, and I'm going to target 2 people. I'm going to target who I see as the biggest threats, who's going to be Finacrio, because he just killed a bunch of people. And Uhtred, because I saw you were my original target, and I saw you kill somebody. Well, I didn't see you kill somebody, but I see that you can fly. So yeah, I'm going to shoot down at you guys.
What AoE is this?
It's
or
not,
range?
It's range.
What is he?
It's just standard.
doing?
It's
Like,
standard. It's standard.
Like the attack damage, like that type of.
Oh, for Spore.
Oh, it's a spore range.
But Spore is
attack.
technically necrotic because it's rot. It's decay.
Okay. I just wanted to know what
It's
exactly.
and by the way, like it's plant craft, but it's necrotic, so it's gonna be like I'm literally decaying you, and then I'm trying to infect you.
That's fine.
Cool. Okay. And by the way, there is Spore up in the air here, and it is going to start descending. So do with that what you will. Okay. Cool. That's its turn. Destin.
All right. So it's shooting at Finacrio.
It is shooting at Finacrio and Bright Boy.
Oh no, not the bright boy. All right. Well, Destin is hoping that they can take care of themselves because he knows that they're both pretty quick and pretty competent. So he's gonna duck behind. He's gonna move over. He's gonna duck behind this. Wait, I gotta stop moving my actual character. Okay. He's gonna use the line, and he's gonna move behind this tree here, and he's gonna shoot up at this thing. Wait. No, never mind. He's not gonna move. He's gonna focus shot and try to kill this thing.
Okay.
And he is going to. Do I want to use my mercenary assist or my cool Faircraft assist?
It's up to you,
One's
man.
way better. All right, I'm gonna mercenary assist because I don't want this thing to kill them. So,
Sounds
mercenary
good.
Mercenary assist for a focus shot. Then we're good.
Finacrio.
Okay. I'm able. If he's shooting me, I can easily see him and shoot him, right?
Yep.
Okay. I am going to shoot him back with a focus shot.
Okay.
I'm going to do this at level... I'm going to spend 3 Ichor on this one.
Okay, you can upcast. Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm going to upcast, and then I'm assisting with Falcon as well.
Sounds good. Sirius.
I am going to step back away from the spore cloud, and then I will probably do an upcast ranged hydrocraft attack wherever I see spores being produced to try and dampen them down and do some damage.
Okay, sounds good.
Ooh,
Dipper,
nice.
you are inside a crumbling building. There is technically one half-alive zombie on the stairs and another one coming down. I should actually let me real quickly. Actually, I forgot these things even existed in here. But technically, this one, he's on the ground with his legs blown off. This one, he's
that?
Who did that?
I'm going to
Hold
I'm
on,
gonna
he's gonna
just
come
jump
down.
out of the window.
Okay.
I gotta head out though.
You're
Narrator.
good. Okay, we will. Is if you need to head out, can you if you can wait 10 minutes? I think this is gonna be over pretty quick. It's up to you though. I understand if you gotta go.
Yeah, I can do like 5-ish.
Okay, let's be
minutes.
quick then. Cool. Sirius, you declared. Dipper declared. Uhtred, what are you doing? Quick.
I'm going to do an evasion roll with the defense roll, defensive modifier, and I'm going to move back behind this tree here.
Sounds good. Okay, let's go. So you go ahead and begin moving to the tree. You're faster than it, so you actually already make it to the tree before it even gets shot off. You can just completely be behind cover if you want.
What did you say?
You can just completely be behind cover if you want.
Yeah, that's good. I want to go 100% behind cover.
Yep, he just flees, doesn't fight.
I'm not trying to get fucked up by the spore. I have bad
Dipper,
memories.
you go ahead and you just climb out of the building, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, Dipper climbs out of the building. Okay, easy enough. I want to make you make another roll. Sirius, you said you were going to back up and shoot him?
Yep. Upcast by 1.
Yep, go ahead and make your attack. This will be versus
let me
its...
spend my Ichor, so that's 2 Ichor points,
So it's
and that'll be
acrobatics.
76.
So it's acrobatics, which is bad.
Alright, that is a lot better than my previous roll. That is a level 6.
Okay, it got a level 3. So that's a level 3 victory versus it.
Oh, good. I
Alright.
burned all the strength.
Yep.
I didn't say you burned all of
yeah.
its strength. I said you burned both of its strength. Its first two.
And
It has one. It
again,
has
I'm
a little
focusing
more.
on, I guess, the spore producing parts more and trying to get a good hit off.
Okay, you
So
go
it's gonna
ahead
be
and
advantage.
how do you want to do this damage? Just blast him with like a powerful hydro shot.
Yeah, are there like a bunch of like mushrooms or something? On
Yeah,
his
I'm gonna say
back or something?
around its shoulders and stuff, kind of where you normally have pauldrons, are like these mushroom things that open up, and that's where it like produces most of its spore from.
Okay, I'm gonna basically focus on like the center of one of the pauldrons and like try and like bore a pretty big hole. Obviously, I didn't get like any dismemberment or anything like
Mhm.
that, but it'll be like very, barely like attached basically, and like a bunch of like the mushrooms will kind of fly off and
Sounds good. Yeah, so it's
spray
gonna
water a little everywhere.
Yeah, it's gonna go ahead, and you go ahead. Oh, I should have assisted with monster. I forgot. That's fine. It is going to go ahead and take this damage. This thing's even more dangerous than I originally thought. I forgot I can assist. That's my fault. You go ahead and hit it. You deal a level 3. It's going to use its last strength and reduce that down to a level 2. So it takes a level 2. As you kind of like punch up into it, it takes a medium injury. As you kind of like flush its internals with water. Okay, cool. This has a level 2 now. Next to go would be Dipper already got out. Finacrio, you are returning fire with a focus shot. It is just shooting straight at you, so this is going to be just you versus it.
Ooh.
Oh, that's not good. Okay.
Wait, did you roll all that at? Did you add in your assist?
No.
That's 8. You just rolled an 8.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 9.
Oh, he upcasted it to level 3. That's right.
Oh.
He's burning like 3 Ichor doing this for one shot. Okay, well that's fair.
Yeah.
So let it roll real quick. It gets it would be normally a 7 plus 2 from high ground, and it is upcasting to 10, but minus 2 because Sirius just hit it, so he gets 8. 1, 2, 3. 3 versus what did you get, Sammy?
9.
How do you want to do this?
Okay.
Oh my god.
Finacrio is gonna put all of his energy into this because he knows that if he gets infected with spore, that's not good. He's gonna take this big, deep inhale and aim right through this. This what is it called?
This is a carrier. Spore carrier.
I'm gonna aim right through the carrier's head. So as he's going to like raise his arms or expel the spore, before he's able to send it too far out, I'm just gonna completely blast him through his little brain hole.
Okay, cool. And you guys see as like basically this thing, it shoots. Zammy like ducks to the side or Funaki rather, and he's gonna go ahead and like shout this beam. It's gonna hit it, and you just see as the like top 1/3 of this thing just explodes into this big pile of like flesh, of like wet watery flesh, and it's just gonna. And this thing is like weighing like hundreds of pounds, is going to break through the front of this building and just flop to the ground with a gigantic thud. Okay, cool. Well,
yeah, Destin, as soon as the sound's over, Destin's just gonna look at Funaki and just like, what the fuck?
so there's
Funaki's
technically
demeanor has changed. Instead of him being like, he's holding himself very different. He's holding himself very proper, and he seems to be really focused on dealing as much damage as possible.
Yeah. Cool.
Destin's gonna look at Funaki and he's gonna like pause for a second, and then he's gonna come back to you and just say, "Everyone, get back! Don't breathe in."
And the spore begins to descend. And with that, we are going to end our first episode back from season 3. Thank you, everyone, so much for coming. We will pick this up. Last time, there's a little bit more to do on this battle map, but we will deal with that next time. Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop recording.